Getting crangled. It's not really private. This league has like, I think 20,000 players right now. But because of all the stuff that's been happening with Path of Exile 2, they've let people kind of run their own leagues for free temporarily. You're finally Warframe maxing? Oh no. It's so over. It's also nice to be able to play, you know, Path of Exile and not have it stutter constantly. Because on my old PC, it's like, the game was not unplayable, but it was unplayable at the worst possible times. When you got to any major encounter where, you know, pack sizes get really big and dangerous, and bosses have really dangerous attacks that you have to dodge. Yeah, I had issues. And it's frustrating because Path of Exile, I believe, does have XP loss when you die. I know there are items that can stop that apparently, but yeah, it's rough when you're trying to do, you know, the stuff you're trying to do normally, and ahaha, you got stutter killed, got him. So, but now I have a new computer that can actually run this 10, 11-year-old game now. I think this came out in 2012, 2013 maybe. I just realized the backing melody was just straight up one of the riffs from the Gundam Wing fighting game for SNES. Sorry, Super Famicom. There's a remix of the Pseudo Regalia Castle Grounds. Yeah, I'm doing some PoE 1 because PoE 2 is apparently in a bit of a rough state, and also it is currently inaccessible unless you pay money, so since I haven't really gotten to play a whole lot of PoE 1, I figure it's a good time to do it. I'm doing maps, that's right. Well, I want to do maps. I know they've gotten better about it. I know they have, like, Delve and all that stuff implemented through the progression of the game now, but I still wish I could just say, no thanks, I'm good on the campaign. I think there are like 15 templates that they released, and this one is, it's Settlers, like it's the latest league, but it also has Atlas Invasion. So apparently Atlas bosses will just be jumping into your maps, or into your, like, campaign maps, which will be interesting to see. I don't know how we're gonna do, because I feel like I don't think I've really fought any of the Atlas bosses, or the big ones at least. So it's pretty close to vanilla, it just also has endgame bosses that scaled down appropriately, invading your campaign. So we'll see how that does. We'll see how we do. But yeah, you cannot, you know, you can't make it so every enemy drops a tabula rasa or anything like that. You can't make it so every enemy drops like 10 divines. That's not possible. I don't think it is, anyways. Because yeah, they used to have, they still have private leagues, obviously, but they used to be like, you had to pay for them if you wanted to run like a private league of your choice. So you can make it so only, you know, let's say you just want an economy with a group of your friends or Discord or whatever. You cannot run a fixed seed. I don't think fixed seeds exist in Path of Exile. God, that would be funny. If every single item you get for rate? How did... I don't know how that would work. Because, like... I don't know. They might have, like, fixed map layouts. That might be possible, but I don't know that you could also do, like, fixed item drops and stuff. If you could, that'd be cool. Yeah, I'm exiled to the frickin' path. Alright. Goodbye, Pseudo Regalia. So I will be following a build guide. I'm not strong enough at this game to go blind. I wish I was, but I'm not. Let me unmute PoE. We'll see how loud it gets in the game, because again, this is the type of game that gets very loud once you get into big content. Alright. So I pre-made a character. We're going to run Toxic Rain, Archer, whatever it's called, Pathfinder. I'm just organizing my windows how I like them, so I'm not going to get blinded if I have to look over at a build guide or something. So let me make sure we're good. Okay, I'm just making sure, because normally I run 1200 or 1900, whatever, by 1200. It's a 16 by 10 ratio, so if I run that here, it gets cut off. Okay, so we should be good. I am actually... Oh, right, I gotta change my bindings. I have move only. I have this set to tilde because Path of Exile does not let you do, like, WASD controls, WASD. So it's a little annoying, but I have to kind of do that manually. Anyways, this guy's dead. Yeah, apparently Rayclast is like an Old English derived word from like track and exiled or something, but yeah. We should probably get our skill, huh? So I'm gonna speed through most of the tutorial stuff, because wait, they gave me a tower shield. Get out of here. Oh, also, let me check to make sure my loot filter is on. Settlers... Okay, good. God, you can see my Scourge League there. So, if you're not familiar with Path of Exile, you don't get skills by leveling up, rather you just get gems. And they go into slots on your gear. So, for example, this is a green gem, which corresponds to Dexterity. So this one gives me the Burning Arrow skill, which just is a fire arrow, basically. And it starts real simple like that. But then we get spicier and spicier. So, you know, combat is fairly standard ARPG stuff, if you've ever played it before. Also, I have the super high contrast cursor. I don't know how recent that is. I don't think you used to be able to do that. But I have the big pink cursor because it is a lot easier to see. Okay, so next, we found a support gem. So support gems do nothing on their own. I actually have little videos now. I feel like that's pretty new as well. So support gems do nothing on their own, but since, if you look at this, you'll notice there is a little link between these gems. So if I attach this to this green socket here, it modifies this gem. So for example, now if I slap this on, it gives me momentum when I use a skill that is supported by it. And it'll show you there, if you look on the left side, it says supported skills, Burning Arrow has a check mark, so it works with that. So momentum is basically kind of you move faster after you get your momentum stacks. There's a billion different gems, and there's a bunch of different ways to do it, but, so yeah, if you look up here now in the corner, I get momentum stacks.
My mana is gone.
And I don't have any mana. Also, my character name is ARPGpilled. Alright, you start with some mana flasks as well. Potions and stuff work a little differently in Path of Exile as well. So rather than just, you know, buying 100 potions from the town and chugging them, they recharge as you kill monsters. So the idea is that you don't just buy, you know, a billion mana potions and then you're just invincible. This is the first boss. It's basically a big boy that walks at you and swings. Not particularly difficult.
That's a good sign.
So I'm gonna pick up most of the stuff we get here, but eventually Path of Exile is the kind of game where you really get punished if you try and pick up everything. Path of Exile, this is new. This gold thing, this was only added in the most recent league, which was unfortunately a year ago by now. Like, this game does not use gold as a currency. Like, this is just specifically for one mode that we'll see in a little bit. Instead, you get currency items. So, for example, Scroll of Wisdom, and there's, like, Town Portal Scrolls. These are, like, the lowest tier, like, currency items, technically. So, you know, we need to identify stuff. It's like in Diablo, same deal. I think I might actually... Yeah, sure, whatever. Actually, I might want to keep this, because this does have 3 green links. Actually, let me... Hang on, before I forget. I wanted to always show sockets. There we go. Just so you can see at a glance, because the sockets are oftentimes more important than the item itself, at least when you're leveling up. So, for example, since these 3 are linked together, that means I could put my Burning Arrow and Momentum Gems into this cap, and then I would have 1 extra slot here, so I could put in either another support skill, or I could put in another, like, attack skill that would be supported by Momentum. And, like, you'll see how complex it gets as the game goes. It also, like, these don't have to be directly adjacent to each other. Like, I could put Momentum here in this slot, for example, and it would still work if I were to put Burning Arrow down here. Like, every single thing here is connected. It's just for, like, visual clarity you can do that. Oh, it doesn't even let you into town until you spend your passives. Okay, welcome to the scariest part of Path of Exile, the skill tree, or the passive skill tree. There's a lot. Path of Exile looked at the sphere grid from Final Fantasy X and was like, ha ha ha, that's cute. So you're not going to get every point on this thing here. You're not going to get every single node. You do not have nearly enough points to do that. So you have to be very selective in which skills you take, because it's very easy to think, oh yeah, that sounds good. Life recovery from flask, sure, let's get that. And then it turns out not doing a lot for your build, or let's say you see like, oh, precise technique, this sounds great, I'll go for, you know, never dealing crits and getting more attack damage if my accuracy is higher than my life. And then it turns out that doesn't really work for your build. So you have to be a little careful about how you do this, which is why it's a little difficult for new players to really kind of get into this game. So I'm gonna consult my build guide here on the side. I can actually show you very briefly. There's a couple of programs people have, but I'm just using the web-based version. If I pop open Firefox, there we go. So this is kind of like my build guide right now. So it's telling me, okay, from where you start, because every character starts at a different spot on the skill tree. So, for example, you know, Rangers start from down here, but then other characters will start from these guys. So, like, there's 6 different spots for people to start from, and then I think the Scion is special because she kind of starts right in the middle, and she has more, like, flexible building options, but also, like, every character is very flexible. So I'm going to want to follow my build guide. Let's bring that back up here. So it is telling me for Act 1, because we're very early in the game, we want to go for our projectile damage and accuracy. We want to go down this top path here, so we're going to do that. So let me get Firefox out of the way, and then we can actually show that. So yeah, we're going to go down these 2 nodes. We're going to go across the top and build from there. So very, very simple start. You just get basic numbers, but as you get into the tree, it gets more and more complex. Also, we did not get killed by an Atlas boss. I'm happy about that. I'm assuming since this is a private league, I can't access my other stuff, right? Yeah, this is all locked off. I have a couple of, like, the special tabs, but mostly it's just about currency, map, and divination tabs, because those ones tend to clog up my inventory the most. So right now, since we have our stash, we can actually start putting, you know, Scrolls of Wisdom into here if we want to. I'm not going to do that because we're going to want to identify stuff. So let's go talk to the NPCs. Let's get all of our rewards. We're going to skip all the dialogue. There's way too much. We're just going to be zooming through for the most part. So if I try and sell this gear to an NPC, Templars, I think Templars can get pants. Like, they might show off a little more gams than most of the other characters, but I think they have pants eventually. So if I offer this hat to her, she's not going to give me, like, gold. She gives me an alteration shard. And depending on the item you give them, you know, they'll give you different stuff. So for example, this, you know, kind of crappy bow will give me a single... It will give me 1/5 of a scroll of wisdom, basically. So some of these they'll be useful, but generally, like, a lot of gear just is not even worth touching. That's why a lot of people recommend you immediately set up a loot filter. So at the very least, we can throw these in, and these will be partial bits of currency later on, but yeah, we're not going to be picking up everything.
Oh, there's an island.
There's an island.
Fine work with Hill.
So sometimes you'll get skill gems as rewards from quests. These are never, like, locked out. You're never, like, you know, you're going to pick one item and then that's it. You're locked in. So you have to, you have some room to fiddle around with these, because, again, you can pop in gems in and out of your items whenever you want. And it looks like they actually have info now. Yeah, it looks like they have, like, little kind of starter guides, which is nice. They didn't used to have that. So it tells you, like, what a skill does. So, for example, we could go for Split Arrow, we could go for Ice Shot, Frost Blades, Galvanic Arrow. So different kind of elemental arrows we have options for, or Caustic, which is Chaos damage, which I think we probably want to go for. No, gems can go anywhere, and as long as you have that item equipped, like, I could put a Burning Arrow skill in my hat, and I could still use Burning Arrow. So I think I might want to start with Caustic Arrow, because I feel like Chaos Resistance is pretty rare early on. And right now, like, our goal is going to be, we're mostly going to be using Toxic Rain. Like, that's kind of going to be our main attack skill, so right now we have room to kind of play around with different skills if we want to. So, like, I could even, for example, I could throw this in here. Now, I could use both Caustic Arrow and Burning Arrow, although it would drain all my mana.
I witnessed your battle against Hillick. I wasn't aware your people had such abilities.
So this guy is the special mechanic, because every time they do, like, a new season in this game, like they do a new league, they introduce a different mechanic. So the gimmick for this league is that there's an entire, like, town management minigame. It's kind of confusing if you jump in here into your very first, like, experience with the game. Short answer is that you spend your gold here, you spend the gold that you find, and you can use it to upgrade your little town. So right now we just have, like, absolutely nothing to do, really. He's just like, oh yeah, go recruit some people. But, so, you know, we can improve our town, we can get rank 1 with 5 gold, let's do that. And you'll get some gold for, like, doing these. They're basically tutorial missions. So yeah, we're playing ActRaiser now. So you hire workers, you can see what skills they have. So for example, these two are good at mining. And then this one is good at shipping. So you kind of, the idea is that you get resources by both, you know, doing stuff in the game itself. Like you'll find ore deposits that you can call in miners to pick up. And then there's also stuff like eventually I believe you get farming. So like that's just kind of a passive thing that goes in the background. And like when your workers are working, it costs gold. So it's not completely free or anything, but I think this is the only thing that matters, like the mining, like the rank. So for example, this one is slightly cheaper, like in terms of wages, so we would get a little bit of a better deal by grabbing them. And I can't afford you because you're 25 and I only have 18 gold, so we'll just stick with one miner for now. So once you get to manage your town, you can eventually, you know, start doing stuff, but right now we only have recruitment unlocked. So let's go ahead and run down to the mining camp and unlock the entire mining camp. So you also get improvements, and for example, this one you need to mine some ore. So as you upgrade your town, you get additional abilities. So this one you can get more miners, you can mine stuff faster, that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and assign our miner here to the mine. As a child, I yearn for the mines. They don't actually have any ore to mine, though, because we have to find it. Like, we have to mark the location for them, so... Let's just go back to talk to Johan here. Get our free gold. Actually, we can hire a shipper now. A sailor, whatever.
Oh, okay. Yes, that'll work. Hello?
A lot of NPCs won't really do anything for us right now, because we're still early on. So, the Harbor Master... we don't even have shipping, so you have to go get some Crimson Iron Ore first. So that's pretty much all we can do right now. I guess we could add some gold to the treasury. Your workers will like pull stuff from the treasury, but like you do have to come back every now and then to deposit. So that's pretty much all we can do right now, aside from getting a little bit of gold from Johan here.
These beginnings may seem...
Or he doesn't even give us gold. Well, fuck you then. Thanks for nothing. Okay, so very brief detour over. So we can actually, I think Nessa sells skill gems? Yeah. So there are some other things we can get from her, but they do require, so this one, for example, let's say I want to buy another copy of Caustic Arrow. It costs a Scroll of Wisdom, so we would need another Scroll of Wisdom, which we do have. We also have options for, like, you know, Dual Strike. These are more physical stuff, and you need melee. I'm just trying to see if there's any gems that I need here. Yeah, I think at the very beginning you pretty much just have, like, attack skills. They don't give you a lot of options for supports until you get a little further in. So there's our little Caustic Arrow. It drops poop on the ground. Might as well get a small mana flask. But yeah, I have my filter on, and it's still going to show me, like, not necessarily good stuff, but good for early on. Because, again, early on you're not going to have a lot of options for anything. Where are you going? Oh, that's the Atlas boss, huh? I see. You were doing, like, no damage. We might just have to run past this dude for now, honestly. Because we don't really have any damage output. We have a single support gem. So that's kind of the gimmick for this private league, is that you have the standard league mechanics, but then you also have Atlas bosses just coming in and kicking your ass. So this one actually has 3 linked intelligence. Like, there's blue, green, and red sockets, and they generally correspond to, like, strength, intelligence, and dexterity-based skills, so you want to try and, like, look for items with sockets that correspond to your build. So in our example, we're going to want lots of green, a little bit of red, and then very few, like a couple of blue slots every now and then. Ding, ding, ding. God, I fucking love the toaster whenever you get a level up. So individual gems can also level up as you get experience. Usually you want to, like I think for this build, pretty much everything. I'm just looking off to the side here. Pretty much everything wants to be level 20, so we are going to want to... Actually, Immortal Call apparently only wants to be level 3, and Cast when damage taken is only level 1 as well, so you don't necessarily always want something at level 20, because usually it makes it cost more as well. But for these, I might as well level them up. This is the private league. That's the gimmick. We have Atlas bosses hanging out and causing problems for us. Thankfully, they are scaled down. You're not, going to be fighting a level 80 dude. At level 2. I think we're level 2 right now. I want to take a look, actually, and see what we're looking at for audio levels here. Oh, that is another Atlas boss. I need some better stuff. Okay, it's not drowning me out. Cool. My mana is gone. You're so right. You're so true. Alright, let's get us an arrow quiver, get some damage. We'll also take this ring, because it's something. Oh, that's... Can I not equip that? Oh, I need to be level 4. I can't even use that quiver. These crabs are champion crabs. I would not recommend this league if you're, like, brand new to Path of Exile, because, like, I wouldn't consider myself, great at this game by any means. I mostly just follow build guides, but I've at least played an ARPG before, so I kind of know how to deal with a lot of stuff. Yeah, you're going to be a problem. Go get our next passive while this guy just runs around and tries to murder us. Problem is, a lot of the bosses here are not really standing still. So my little Caustic Arrow poop on the ground is not going to do a lot to them. Let's go for a little walk with this dude. How about that? Ah, here we go. So this is the ore that you use for the settlers mode. So once you start the encounter, it'll spawn, in this case it spawns corrupted growths. I think the other ones have different mechanics as well. So you just kill them and you get your, once they're all dead, it'll automatically teleport dudes in from the town to mine for you. If you have miners assigned, at least. Otherwise, it'll still mark the ore, like you can get it eventually. When your settlers start doing that. Oh god, I'm dying. Oh god. Jeez. Doing this with starting gear might be a little difficult. Dying right now isn't really a huge problem, but once you get to higher levels, leveling up takes a lot longer, so it kind of sucks. I don't want to get a bigger AoE, but I don't know if I can get that support this early. Wood Maul. When something shows up, like on the filter, to have like a little outline. So in this case, this weapon isn't like anything special, but it is linked together. Like all 3 slots are linked, so it can be quite useful for starting characters. It'll give you like a more pronounced call out for stuff like that. But generally, like this one, for example, it's excuse me, it's got 3 slots, but it's, you know, you're probably not going to be using that because they're not linked together. Yeah, sure, we'll take a coral amulet and get some life regen. Yeah, these I can't even use yet, so. Yeah, serrated arrow quiver. We also got our first, like, proper currency items, I guess. So this one, Orb of Transmutation. Path of Exile has a billion different ways to craft stuff. And generally, like, this is the way the economy works, is that rather than having, you know, just gold and you buy stuff with that, you have your currency items that you use to modify items, and they get consumed when you use them. So there's always, like, something going on. Like, you always have to consume something. It's getting sent out of the economy, but you can also generate more. It's a lot more interesting than just, you know, gold in most games. Like, I understand why most games use gold, but at the same time it can feel kind of samey sometimes. Oh, hey, we got the, we got tower defense. Hell yeah. Portal scroll, actually. First I want to kill this spider. First I'm killing the spider. Actually, is this... Oh god, are there multiple area bosses here? I think there might be multiple Atlas bosses. I wonder if I could quickly drop in a passive skill where I'm fighting this dang spider. Yeah, because we're just going across the top path here. Whoop. Get some projectile damage. You know what, let's try and kill the spider, because we're actually doing a little bit of damage, and it's not really moving around a whole lot. It just kind of walks up to us and does a melee. Because the nice thing is Atlas bosses do have, you know, pretty good drops, so we could get a funny little unique at the very beginning. Also, uniques in Path of Exile are very, very different from, like, Diablo. I don't know what it's like in D4, because I never played that, and I probably never will, but for D3, like, a lot of uniques, if you found one while leveling up, that's great, because it's just a rare item, but it also has better stats, and it potentially, you know, as something that's really nice. Whereas Path of Exile, the uniques are really hyper-specialized items that a lot of times, like, if you have absolutely nothing else in that slot, it's probably better. But in a lot of cases, like, a decent yellow item, like a decent rare, will be better than, you know, just slapping on a unique that you found. Almost got it. Thrilling gameplay, I know, but we're baby. There we go, unique. Alright, Tribal Club. Actually, getting rares this early on is kind of nice. These I'm not going to bother with, because these are like, you know, melee and shield weapons. We can't really use those, but the scale vest could be nice. There we go, cool. So this is much better, because the plate vest is just armor and nothing else, whereas this guy gives us some extra maximum life, a little bit of life regen, some fire resist. Armor and evasion is just kind of there, but let's see what this gives us. It's intelligence, so I don't think it's going to be great. Increased attack speed while on full life, adds lightning damage to attacks, increased movement speed on low life. We don't have any other better gloves. Like, honestly, I think this might just be better than the wool gloves, but we'll use those for now. I can also use my quiver now. Yay. So a lot of times you'll just see people hanging out in, like, random areas in the campaign. and these are previous League mechanics, basically, that got implemented into the base game. So, for example, this one was... Oh, God, what was this?
What do we have? See this growth? Not on.
I don't remember what this league was called, but basically it adds like a little tower defense minigame. So you get... this is what we have to defend, basically, this big yellow blob. And you start the encounter, so it draws little nodes in the map. So we're going to get enemies coming from these two areas. We want to set up some defenses, so let's go ahead and build some fireballs. And yeah, we'll throw in some ice, why not? And you can also attack enemies as well on your own. You don't have to just sit there and let your towers do the work. But I believe the towers do inflict more damage. And as you kill enemies, you get extra resources that you can upgrade your towers with. I don't know that we're going to be able to do this, but you still get partial rewards even if you don't, like, finish it all the way, so... My mana is gone. So true, bestie. Let's go ahead and upgrade our fireball tower. Enemies will not go off their path, thankfully, like you don't have to worry about dudes just walking directly at it. Cool, we actually got it. I don't think I need 3 life flasks.
Success.
So, by doing this mode, you get you get one of the many ways to modify items. You get like anointment oils, although I think this early on I don't think we'll get much. But yeah, you can get like items for doing that, and also you get good. Oh no, here it is. You got to open these guys, right? This is just swords. Not really going to bother with those because we're going for range attacks. So. If you manage to successfully defend the middle thing, so we get some clear oil, that is for anointing. So this one you gotta combine it with oils. We can't really do much with that, but something to remember for later on. It at least helps break up the monotony of, you know, kind of running through the campaign again for the 200th time. I wonder if I could fight the big soldier boy. Like, this is the regular area boss. This guy is supposed to show up here, not the big soldier. He's a phony. He's a stinker. Level up my gems, actually. Because this guy will freeze us and slow us down, which I don't really want to deal with. There we go. Yeah, we could probably kill the soldier. Like, even just a little bit of levels and good passives will help out a lot. Now, where are you going? I think it's worth doing this early on, just so that way we can get some, like, potentially nice uniques. Maybe get real lucky and get, like, a mage blood or something. I don't think it shows up this early, though. These guys with the lightning are kind of a problem. Like, the soldier himself is not really hard to deal with. It's just the lightning dudes are constantly sapping your health, so I'd like to not deal with them. But we still have to clear... That's why they're still coming, because we haven't actually cleared the mining encounter yet. Oops. Alright. Yeah, we're doing a lot better now that we just have a few more passives and a little bit better gear. Earlier this map when we fought him, we were basically nude. Like, we had our starter bow and that was kind of it. Alright, give me a mage blood, please. Not a mage blood, you lied to me. Let's see what this padded vest is, actually. Sword, scale, vessel. Grab these and see what they become. I'm gonna reorganize my stuff here. So this isn't like a rare item, this is a quest item. I don't believe Path of Exile has set items, because normally most ARPGs use green for like set items, but we don't have that. Alright, let's take out these growths and get some stuff. Medium life flask. Here we go, level up. Okay. So yeah, once you're done, you know, these little torches will fall down and then a dude will teleport in and then they just start mining it for you. And that takes place in real time, like you don't mine it yourself. So let's go ahead and use our portal to get back to town now. Actually, do I have the teleport? I do have the portal, okay. Your first kind of important goal early on is to get a Quicksilver flask so you can move faster.
I'd almost stop believing in
So you want the Quicksilver flask. Just trust me, you want the Quicksilver flask. What do we got here? Mirage Archer support, chance to poison, pierce. Chance to poison could be nice actually. Because it does boost chaos damage as well. Or we could get volley support, get additional projectiles, and they do slightly less damage, but... You hit an enemy with an arrow from a supported skill, summon a Mirage Archer which uses that skill. Sometimes it gets a little confusing. Mirage Archer can use triggered attacks as though they were not triggers. Oh. But then your summon does less damage, so it's not just, you know, you get full free damage. Piercing support. I don't know if Pierce would be good for this. I don't know if it would drop multiple puddles of poo on the ground. Would like to drink the Mercury. The game won't let me, though. No, we're drinking the Quicksilver. Actually, let me slap a Transmutation Orb on this guy. So you can upgrade flasks as well. These are considered craftable. So now when we use our Quicksilver flask, we will get increased elemental resists, which is okay. And then get rid of that flask. I don't really want it. But yeah, these are really important because they let you get through the campaign really quickly. I shouldn't be agonizing over this that much, but... I might just grab the Mirage Archer skill because we will want that later on. That's going to be used in our build. So let's trade out our Burning Arrow skill because we're not really using that. I'm just gonna trash it. You can always buy more skill gems.
So,
Let's identify these two. Dexterity, Intelligence, Lightning Resist, Physical Damage, Reflect. That's not great. Armor, Evasion Rating, Cold Resist. No, I think this guy is the best for us right now. That gives us some max life, some life regen, some fire resist. And then this robe, I'll just sell that. Actually, let's see what these mitts are. Oh, it's the exact same gloves. It's the exact same gloves, but worse. Actually, we could even slap this on now.
not right now.
I'm gonna sell the rest of these to clear up some space in my inventory. I know eventually we can do, like, disenchantment, but right now I don't really have the materials for that. Actually, do I have these? Okay, I want to make sure. So you can actually set up your tabs as well. You can set them with affinities. So, for example, whenever, like, let's say I'm on this screen, for example, if I were to not have affinity set up, and if I were to, you know, just quick transfer, it would slap it in this stash tab. But since I have it set up for currency, like, this will take any currency item. So even if I don't have that tab open, it'll still put any currency items in the correct tab. So I would highly recommend doing that if you have these tabs.
Got a job.
Job's done. Okay. Dirty Job I don't think gives you great rewards. Some side quests give you passive skills which are really important, but it depends which one you're doing. Generally, you want to try and focus on, like, do the side quest skills, or do the side quests that give you passives. Oh, that's the wrong way. We went there already. And then once you're kind of established, then you kind of just focus on the campaign. But yeah, you want to try and focus on getting your passives if you can. Wait, do we go to the Mud Flats? Is this where I have to go? I thought it was a different entrance. No, apparently we do have to go here. Oh, right, I'm thinking of the Fetid Pool. Yeah, there's our bonus dude. Oh, hey, look, it's an Atlas boss. It's also kind of a nice way to learn, like, how they work before you actually encounter them in the game. Because normally, most of these bosses, you'll only fight them, like, during the Atlas, which is, like, the end game. Makes you wonder if chance to poison, like, the extra chaos damage might be a little higher. I don't even know what uniques could generate, like, this low of a level. Oh, there you go. Rifted Maul, don't want those. Go Knight Buckler, yeah. Again, it's very tempting to see, like, all the shiny things and be like, oh, I want that! Oh, it's a goodie, I want that! But you have to resist the urge. You absolutely have to resist the urge to take everything on the ground. These little glyphs, we just need these to progress. They're not, like, currency or anything like that. Okay. So, when I chug my Quicksilver Flask, I move a lot faster. These green dudes will possess enemies and make them stronger, but then they also drop more goodies, so... I hate this area because it has an ambient noise in the background that sounds like a really high-pitched whine. And it always makes me think like something is wrong with my audio setup. It's not. It's just a very high-pitched whine, like there's a insect noise or something in the background. One unique, please. 2 uniques. Yippee. Chain belts. Probably gonna go for the leather belts because they have, oh god, I've never been in a situation where I've been like, man, I really need identify scrolls. Yeah, I'm fully ARPG-pilled. No, they just leave. Well, happy for them. Oh, there's another thing here. Oh, it's just a base level serrated arrow quiver. Let's see how we do against this encounter now. Cheeky little level up mid-fight. Never hurt anybody. Oh yeah, it's going much faster now. Once you get some gear. I always get scared by the stuff dropping in because I think it's like an enemy, like an elite or something. Scroll of Wisdom. Oh my god. 2 of them. Alright, let's see what the quiver is. Craghead. 25% reduced projectile speed, increased physical damage with bow attacks, increased stun duration. This kind of stuns them, I guess. It's better than this guy, although the slower projectiles might be a little tricky. And then let's see what... Actually, I think I want that Coral Amulet, because life regen sounds nice. Increased evasion while no life. Extra max life. Fire resist. Gain elusive on reaching low life. You have phasing while no life. Okay, so this just kind of makes you intangible when you're about to die. Sure, why not? I'm mostly just taking it because it has better life regen. Ooh, Quicksilver Flask. What a lucky boy I am. I was gonna say, I'll pick up this... Yeah, I might as well just grab that for now. Because we have this one, which will probably be a little better. Like, white items in Path of Exile just aren't really worth using on their own. Actually, oh, I don't have any currency for my other Quicksilver Flask. Probably want to think about getting, like, a movement skill soon. Or, like, haste or something. Actually, maybe I'll grab the chain belt, because I don't think yeah, I don't even have a belt yet. Do I need more glyphs? No, we got them all.
A spirit that creeps through our dreams, weaves tales of misdeeds.
Guy's still going.
We try not to listen.
I'm a little sad that there isn't like an option to start doing Delve like immediately, because I do like Delve as a game mode. Heist is pretty cool too.
Brothers die.
Like, I think the weakest thing about PoE 1 is that you're just kind of like locked in to the campaign mode until like you can't touch Atlas stuff until you beat campaign. Which is fine the first time you play it, but after you've, you know, rolled 3 leagues, it gets kind of old. I was worried it was going to be dropping, like, you know, the Shaper and Aziri and all that stuff, but it seems pretty reasonable, at least. Whalebone Rapier, nah, I don't want those. I'm just going to grab all the uniques that show up for now. I don't remember what the, like, the mirror thing is, like, where you fight all the ghost enemies. I don't remember what league that's from, or if that's just a base mechanic. There's a lot of weird stuff going on in this game, and it's kind of hard to tell with, you know, the 10 years it's been around which one is a base mechanic and which one is a league mechanic. One thing I want to do is move my audio graph so I can see it while I have my thing open here. Oh god. Gentlemen, please. Oh god, Cluster Jewel. I know what those are. Cluster Jewels are a funny joke because they are jewels that add a separate skill tree to your skill tree. That's Delirium? Okay. I played a couple of the leagues. Like, I did Heist, I think the very first one I did was Parandus, but I never got very far in that at all. That's a 3-link bow, actually. Let's see what that quiver is. Parandus was not really much of a league. Parandus was just like, here's some extra encounters in the campaign and maps and stuff, and that was kind of it. Oh, right, I have to activate the encounter. I'm smart. I'm good at this game. I really shouldn't be, you know, claiming to know stuff about this game when I have not played a lot. Oh god, there's so much, like, there's so much stuff in this game which is both good and bad. Like, I enjoy the fact that there's so much room for customization. And it's not just like, okay, you know, in Diablo you find your uniques and that's kind of it, you're done. I don't know if I can stack the poo on the ground, actually. I think it's just like one, as long as they're touching the patch, that's kind of it. Another large cluster jewel, great, yippee. That actually has increased damage with bows, I don't know if I want to grab that. So this one is special. This one has a blue, a red, and a green socket that are all linked together. These items show up as white in my filter because these have a special interaction. When you sell these to NPCs, they will give you a jeweler's orb, which is a kind of currency that rerolls colors of sockets on items. And it's a good way to get, like, those super early on. Let's see, I'm assuming, yeah, this is probably the same one. Let's see what this ring is. Ouidra's Damning. Gain 8 mana per enemy killed. Oh, elemental resist is nice. The intelligence is kind of whatever. Maximum mana is alright. Or sorry, chromatic. I thought it was jewelry. There's so many orbs in this game. When I go back to my little town, I'll show you how many currencies are in this friggin' game and why it's a little unapproachable to some people. Need to get like a traversal skill pretty soon, though. I can just tank most of these, honestly. What's my defense at? What are my resists at? Okay, not great. How meaningfully different is the cost? Oh, customization. I mean, optimal builds, you can theoretically get optimal builds, but the amount of time and effort and currency they will require is beyond the scope of most people. Let's see, so for here I want to get Ballistics, and then we want to get both Primal Spirit and Heart of Oak. Let's go for Aspect of the Eagle, because right now we're still early enough that, like, the defensive stuff isn't quite as important. But yeah, there's like a billion different builds in this game, you're never going to run out. both to and against it as well, because, you know, you might think, oh yeah, this sounds like a great build, and then you actually try it and it ends up sucking. Oh, there you go. I was gonna say, I know there's like some kind of boss here. I'm gonna start blasting. Oh, maybe I shouldn't stand still, though. Oh, that portal scroll. Right now, these bosses, like, they're meant to be fought much later on the campaign, so they get scaled down stat-wise. They're not going to instant kill you, but at the same time, they're still, like, beefier than the regular campaign bosses. God, I don't have any traversal skills. Need to get, like, Flame Dash or something. Don't know if I have the intelligence to use that, though. Almost there. There we go. Fish scale gauntlets. Like, I don't want to pick up everything because I'm weirdly low on wisdom scrolls. I might see what this bow is and see if I can get a... Or I could throw, like, a essence on this bow, maybe? I don't know what I want to do with my very limited stock of things. What this vine circlet does. Maybe I should actually get a belt first of all. Just fill that with stuff, because that's some resistances, it's mana recovery on flask. It's not great, but it's something. I also need boots. I don't have any boots. Oh god. That would only slow me down, you're so right. I have no idea how to tell which jewels are good. I've never really fucked around with the jewel stuff. You know what, let's go back to town. Let's use that stash for now. But yeah, I can show real quick. I'm just gonna drop these off for now. I'm just gonna throw them in there. Actually, where's the other chromatic? Oh, I couldn't pick up the other chromatic. I'll just throw jewels in here for now. I think I can do the currency exchange now. Oh, what do we got here? Puncture, shrapnel, ballista, bear trap, sniper's mark. I'd throw ballista in there. It'd be nice to have.
Farewell.
Low passive counts and as many notables as you can roll. Alright, so let's go to our little town here. Because they recently added in, like, a proper currency exchange built into the game. Like, they don't have to do the external market stuff anymore. But, let's say I want a currency. What currency do you want? Well, we're not halfway yet. We're finally halfway. Cheeseburger. This is the kind of game that if you look at that and you think, oh, that's cool, then this is for you. Otherwise, yeah, I can understand why people bounce off of it. What, you don't like 10 billion different currencies? That's great. Yeah, every divination card, admittedly, is cheating a little bit, because there's like, how many div cards are there now?
It's a cornucopia of talent.
Let's get another mine or two while we're here.
Continues to grow.
Right now we can only mine Crimson Iron, but eventually there's going to be different types. For now, I'll just slap you there. How much money do we have, actually? 149. We could probably maybe send out a little shipment. Or at least establish the shipping. No, I mean, they're just currencies. It's not like special event stuff, although some of them are more limited than others. But generally, yeah, like, it's RNG, like, when you upgrade stuff, usually there's RNG involved, but, like, that's kind of the currency in this game, rather than just everybody uses gold. You trade directly with the currencies themselves. Alright, so shipping. Let's go ahead and assign our sailor here, because we finally have somebody that can do stuff. So for shipping, you can send out the resources that you mine and process, like you get the raw ores, or you can process them into bars, which I believe makes them more valuable. And then you can get, like, you know, crops and stuff. These, I don't know what these are. Probably more farming stuff, and I think dust is from disassembling stuff, but we can't do that yet.
What can I do?
Yeah, it's very confusing, because, like, I was just mentally confused. Why are there gold drops? Why is the filter showing me, like, 5 gold as a drop? That's not important at all. And I remembered, right, no, this is a new thing for this game. Gold is new. I want to take my teleporter. So yeah, we got a new skill now. We got our shrapnel ballista. How many can I have out at a time? Up to 3, okay. Because this will at least give me, you know, I can have something to pull heat from me and also deal a little bit of damage. No, gold is not a universal currency. Gold is just the mode for the town management stuff. The currencies were all there, the ones that I just showed in that huge list. Those are all the currencies. There is no universal currency. And probably never will be. Well, that's the same dude we fought last time. Drop some ballistas on him. Okay, yeah, the ballistas are helping a lot. Bonk. Let's see. Pine Buckler. Might see what that iron circlet gives me. I'm not going to pick these up. I think I can, like, get more from them if I sell them to NPCs, but yeah, generally you don't want to pick up every single thing you find. Oh, sorry, you need gold. Yes, you need gold for the currency exchange, but at the same time, it's like, you can't just trade with gold. Gold is it's a currency sink. Nope. A different big spider. I don't think this is the same one we fought earlier. A new, bigger, more terrifying spider dropped. I think these are different. Yeah, these are different gloves. Let's see what these give me. God, I'm so slow. I have 10 stacks of web. There we go. Those ballistas are helping a lot. Large life flask. Flasks can never be, like, rare. They only ever are magic or unique. But that doesn't mean the unique flasks are necessarily better. A lot of times you're going to be just relying mostly on, like, quicksilvers. That's not entirely true, though. Not in all cases. Alright, let's do this guy. I want to identify these gloves, because they might be a little better for me. Hexes applied by socketed curse skills are reflected back to you. Oh, I see. So you pick what you want to be kind of immune to. That could be nice. Now let's identify... maybe I don't want to... Nah, I should probably identify the life flask. Ooh. This is actually a nice little immunity to freeze and chill I can break out of being frozen. Alright, tower defense time. Oh, they're really split apart this time, though. I don't know if there's a way to see what type of dudes are coming out of the portals. I'll just drop some ballistas on that side and go help out here. Glitched rare flask with normal item mods. Oh, damn. Just a flask that gives you, like, extra max life and stuff. Upgrade our towers. Thankfully, you don't have to be, like, right beside a tower to upgrade them. You just click the button. Pearl amulet. Swift assembly. Oh, this is specifically... So a lot of times you'll get, like, more and more specific with stuff as you, like, get further in. So this one specifically is just for skills that interact with traps and mines. So, for example... Sorry, I'm coughing. This one, for example, only works with trap and mine skills. So, for example, I don't believe ballistas count as either. Yeah, it's considered a totem, so it doesn't... Despite the fact that it sounds like it would work, swift assembly, you cannot assemble ballistas quickly. Doesn't let you. Illegal. Oh, right, I've never put my point in. Yeah, we'll just go straight for Aspect of the Eagle. And then we can start focusing down our more defensive skills. Oh, this is unique. I didn't realize these dudes could also be encased for essences. Or do they always show up as unique and I'm stupid? It's not terrible, I guess. Problem is this is spell damage, which wouldn't really help me. The energy shield, I don't think we're going for energy shield in this build. Let me look at the stats real quick. Or there's a way to see like how much life a build gets. Maybe not. Oh, Dweller of the Deep is a guaranteed story essence. I see. Sorry, I'm just looking at the build guide here and seeing where I need to put my points into. Oh, this page is all messed up. Hang on, I gotta refresh this page because it's not acting correctly. Okay. Looking at Ballista Totem. Might want to work at that. Could be useful. Alright. Sorry about that. We haven't actually found the proper campaign progression spot here yet. Gnarl Branch, I'm not gonna... Like, I'm not gonna use it. I might see and see if I can get, like, Wisdom Scrolls for it or something. The most valuable currency in this league, it's Wisdom Scrolls. Oh, that was not where I had to go. I am in the right spot, right? Oh, this is Flooded Depths. I thought I had to... Okay, I'm going the wrong way. Alright, I'm gonna sell these uniques then. The ones I'm not using, because I went the wrong way. These have to be identified for them to give me anything good for them? Probably. I don't think I actually have any curse skills available yet. Let's get our chromatic. So these ones, since these have, like I said before, they have the 3 linked colors. That means you get a chromatic orb, which lets you recolor the sockets on an item. So if you don't like the colors of a socket of an item, you can change it. You can change basically anything about items. Oh god. Vendor recipes. And with 6 sockets, any colors or links can be sold for 7 jeweler's orbs. We're not going to run to anything with 6 sockets anytime soon, but... Oh, I guess if you sell, like, every single, like, a full set of gear, you get an Orb of Chance. I don't think I ever see anybody use this, because you just find... That's the way to do it. You just find them later. They've had vendor recipes for a while, although I think a lot of people just generally don't bother with them.
Yes?
Let's see, what should I work on replacing here? Probably... Like, I'm pretty sure this is just another copy of this guy. Let me see if I identify a unique and I then sell it. Okay, I get alchemy shards and alteration, so... Not bad, but... We're in a weird spot where we just want as many, what's it called? We want as many wisdom scrolls as we can get. Oh, I can't identify this while I have it. Oh, and the guide. I don't know. Less duration. Ew. Made it worse. Let's, change that, huh? Okay, let's roll the exact same mod. Okay, that's better. Just as long as it does not make the duration of that shorter, because that's bad. Alright, I got a little reward here. Oh right, Dwell of the Deep is an optional quest. I thought that was a... I thought that was a Atlas boss for some reason. So yeah, this is a quest. It's a side quest that gives you a passive skill point. So you just eat the book and then you get your passives. One thing the game I don't think it tells you about, but it probably should, is that you can type /passives in chat, and it'll show you, like, every quest you have possibly been able to access. It'll show you, like, right now it's just Dwell Over the Deep, but eventually it will show you, like, other ones that you could have done. So if you're missing any, this is a really good way to find out which ones you're missing. I don't know why it's not just a base functionality in the game. A little silly, if you ask me. Alright, let's see. So the next step in skill tree is we want to get these two guys, Heart of Oak and Primal Spirit. Probably just go for Heart of Oak. Get that life. I was about to start walking from the beach again. Do you have any transportation skills yet? Please? Decoy Totem... Actually, I think Shrapnel Ballista is also good. Do I have that one already? No, I do. That's the one I already have. Decoy Totem, Devouring Totem. No, I don't want those. I think I do want Immortal Call. Wait, do I not have it? I swear I just saw that. I swear I just saw Immortal Call somewhere. Oh, Ancestral Call, not Immortal Call. Okay, that's for melee. That's not helpful for us. Volley could also be nice for Caustic Arrow, honestly. Just to make bigger damage pools. Because most of the damage from it is coming from our, you know, stuff on the ground.
What little help
I think you can also buy scrolls and stuff sometimes too.
Take care.
I don't remember if... Does Tarkley sell it?
Still alive, are we?
Wait, when... Did I just skip this entirely? I had a dash skill this whole time? That's rude, man. Armor scrap, yeah, no. I think sometimes they will sell, like, wisdom scrolls and stuff like that, though. Alright, let's get our little traversal then. I'll just slap it there. Again, as long as it is in your stuff, like it is somewhere in your setup, you're good. I'm just going to change this to shrapnel and make that dash.
Can't see why I'd want to do that here.
Immediately your character starts complaining. Hello? Waypoint? Hello? Can I not do that while I have shrapnel? Oh, maybe because that's there? That's weird. I swear you could do that with skills before. Okay, I guess I'll put you on queue then. Weird. Like, I'm pretty sure clicking on an area, like an area transition, always overwrites that. Okay, no, we want to go a different path out from here. Okay, cool. We have a little bit of a zoop now. I still haven't gotten my goodies from the sicko mode in this area. Like, it's supposed to pop and give you a bunch of loot, but it still has not popped yet. I'm just sitting here waiting. Yeah, I'm working on it, dude. Kill them! I want my loot! Plank kite shield. Plank kite shield. Plank kite shield. Oh, wrong way. This one is... It's gonna be nice to slap on like a piece of armor. Get some cold resist. Yeah, I think it just ends automatically, or I don't know. A lot of stuff isn't super well explained. Grand's orb. Grand's orbs, okay. Hot drugs. Oh wait, no, those are just magic though. What is Sniper's Mark again? Oh, that's a curse. I should probably grab a better mana flask. These ones kind of stop being effective real quickly. And also I'm just using a white one anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much if I change it. Okay, can I have my rewards, please? May I please have reward? I swear all these like that I've done before, they've just ended automatically. Maybe it's just after you don't fight enemies for a certain amount of time. Wait a second here. Okay, he's not ending the encounter. Maybe I just have to kill everything on the map? I don't remember having to do this before, though. I wonder if there's like a boss somewhere on the map that it won't drop items for until I kill the boss? I don't know, man. Nah, whatever. Yeah, this is where I'm supposed to go. Give Sodge. You give Sodge? Doc, you give Sodge? Give Sodge. Alright, grab Heart of Oak. I like my buddy. Just hanging out, shooting stinky arrows at everybody. Very nice of him. Early on, the item drop stuff isn't too egregious. Give Sodge you? Give Sodge... No, you give Sodge me. Give Mage Blood? You give Tabula Rasa? Yeah, I don't know why that was... I'm pretty sure it's just supposed to time out, because that happened earlier, right? I think my favorite shrine in this game is the one that just makes you really big. Like, I know it has additional effects beyond that, but it also just makes you very large. It's funny because it's bigger than a regular exile. Alright. Starting to come together a little bit now. We can actually... Yeah. Oh god, of course it's a friggin' 2x4 though. Like, I want to get those chromatics, but at the same time, they take up a lot of space. You can eventually just farm them later on, like, it's not worth doing that recipe once you're in the endgame. Rusted Quaff. People just call you Exile because the premise of the game is that you were exiled from Theopolis, which is kind of the quote-unquote area where everybody's very smart, but it turns out they were actually really fucked up. Jade Hatchet, ew. I like how, the town management stuff, they start calling you local, which is like the highest compliment they could possibly give you. In a world where everybody, like, they don't explicitly kill you, but anybody who gets exiled is either, like, dead or has a very, very rough life ahead of them. Oh, it's everybody's favorite Kaduku. Also, the Guardian of the Chimera is here too, I guess, but, you know, we're here for Kaduku. We all know who's the real winner here. Yeah, basically, it's you get sent to, I think they're actually, the devs are from New Zealand, right? Not Australia. Do I have any... I know I have stuff I want to identify, I just don't know what I want to start with. Maybe I'll... Oh, did I sell? I found a bow that I might have wanted to try using. Oh well. Hey, whoa, neighbors. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not get too familiar here. I just want to go... Yeah, we're going to go to the climb. Need more tower defense while we're here. Oh, I guess it's just the one little spot here. I'll do a little freeze and flame here. Maybe a little rude just dropping ballistas right on the portal, but I'm allowed to do it, so you know what. How long do these last again? These are... 8-second totems. Okay. I do like how it incorporates these encounters into, like, the campaign themselves. Like, it's not just you get teleported to a little map where, you know, you can have a proper placement. Like, it can't put any more here, so it just dropped the one for us, and that's it. That's all you get. Although that also means we get less rewards, but still. It's neat. I like it. Can I go up? Oh, cool, you can actually go up ledges with these. Sick. I think most traversal skills will let you go through, like, ledges, like drop-downs and stuff, but... Oh shit, it's Drek! Damn, dude was loaded. What is this? Is this the one that I already have? The power ring? Okay, yeah, that's another one. Dweeger's Damning. Do I want two of them, though? Maybe. Because it is all resists. The additional curse is kind of whatever. We're not really going for curses, but... The Rusted Sword and Whalebone Rapier are not really great, though. I wish I didn't have to identify them to get the most value. Actually, you know what? Since I do have to identify them, I'm just not going to even bother picking up things I don't potentially need. Ding. Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done. Alright. So we go to Primal Spirit, and then we go to the next list of stuff in the trees. Oh, wisdom scroll. Immediately turning around, windmill slamming the wisdom scroll. Legion encounter. What is this again? Oh, right. This is the one where it just spawns a bunch of dudes. And once you tag them, then 30 seconds later, like, they actually activate. And you get to kill all the dudes that you activated. I have to open these? I'm sorry. Hi, innocents. Okay. Okay, man. I'll be with you in a second. There's a bit of a problem going on here. Or not. Coral ring. I think that's a new one, because we have the power ring. Oh, wisdom scrolls, wisdom scrolls. Yum, 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 yum. Anyways, now that the I think the Act 5. I want to say you fight innocents in Act 5 normally. Now that we've cleared Act 5, we get to skip the campaign, right? Dabby jerkin. Before I pop that encounter, I want to see what these guys are. God, I have so much stuff. Okay, we got 9 wisdom scrolls though. That's real nice. Let's see what this quiver does. Crit strike multiplier. 6 to 10 added physical damage with bow attacks. Honestly, I'm probably not going to hang on to the rawhide gloves because they're blue, but... Where's that ring? There's a coral ring, yeah. Maximum life grants level 10 enduring cry, plus 1 maximum endurance charge. That's not incredible. What does enduring cry even do for me? It's at least more max life, like it's better than that straight up, so it is an upgrade. War cry, taunting enemies to attack the user and granting a buff. Okay, so it's like a taunt that also gives you some regen based on how many people you pissed off. Yeah, there's 10 acts. It used to just be like they used to do the Diablo, you know, normal Nightmare in Hell, but then they changed it so it's all one campaign. What else we got here? So this is another copy of this guy, so I'm not too concerned about grabbing that, but I want to see what my other options are. See if I can maybe get a better belt. Max life, life regen. I think I want the resists. Actually, let me see what this circlet is. Energy shield, life. Life regen's not terrible, because I could trade these out and trade out the gloves, but... These are kind of whatever. I'm not going to bother identifying those and save my things for later. Alright, Crimson Iron. Okay, it's going much faster now. I got 8 ore? I thought you got more. But yeah, easily my biggest feature request for as simplistic as Diablo 3 is, like everybody's kind of in agreement it is easily like the most simple of the Diablo style games. Please, please, please implement the adventure mode or like some kind of campaign skip option, please. Because for somebody like me who only plays, you know, I'll jump in every few years and see what's new. It's not a huge deal, but for people, you know, who roll multiple builds a season, it's a lot.
There's no justice in a place like this. Only misery.
We have to go back to town, right? Yeah, because we gotta activate something or open a door. Or get an item. Faster attacks, lesser multiple projectiles, added cold damage, melee splash, mana forged arrows, arrow nova, void manipulation. Do I want any of these in my build? Void manipulation is apparently used, so I think I will grab that. Actually, more chaos damage, that's useful. I believe the, where is it? Yeah, caustic arrow counts as chaos, so I think I'll trade out Mirage Archer. Do I want to get rid of these? No, not Shrapnel Ballista. I still need shoes. I don't have shoes. You can respec your Ascendancy, which is kind of like your subclass, but you cannot go from, like, you know, you can't be an Archer and then be like, I want to be a Paladin, actually. That's not allowed. Respecking is possible, but it does require currency items. And you can get them in the game. Like, it's not like they're... It's not super difficult to get more of them, it's just a little time consuming unless you have a lot of resources built up. Sell this crap and get some space. Oh yeah, let's get void manipulation in there. I'll just sell these because we already know what those are. I'm gonna have the gloves, we'll find something better, I'm sure. But yeah, like if I go to my passive tree, you get refund points, and some of these are given to you by quests. I want to say you can get like about 10 refund points just by doing the campaign quests, but you can also get more by using Orbs of Regret, which are not like super rare, but they're not common either, so it's not like you want to just be slapping, you know, stuff around willy-nilly unless you have a bunch of resources ready to go. Oh, that's right, I could have just slapped a cold damage thing on it. Oh well. Oh well, void manipulation, put you there. I'd probably trade out momentum. Not that I'm going to be using that, but I just want to have it there. Momentum, I'll just throw in here for later. Oh no, I put it in my chest. That's what I did with it. This better. 16 adds a little bit of elemental damage, gains life per enemy killed. It's better, but not by much. Oh, can you just pay, like, the gold to respec now, too? That's kind of nice. It's technically better, but not by much. I think I just want to keep the double link, honestly. This chest is fine for now, I think. Let's see what the circlet gives me. Maximum energy shields. Gain attunement. Strangles you. Problem is I don't want to give up my 3 link. That's kind of important right now.
What little help I...
Alright.
Be well.
That's good for now. Oh, whoops, wrong way. Because most of my damage from this skill is coming from the chaos damage it deals, so having extra chaos damage will be nice. Wrapped boots. Oh, actually, I need boots. Ah, no move speed, damn. Unfortunately, this is one of those games where you kind of just, you want move speed on your boots, and that's usually the only place it rolls. Speaking of move speed, we can do our Ascendancy trial too. Oh, 3-link strapped leather, that could be nice. I'll slap my essence on that. Alright, Primal Spirit, bang. So it gives me some cold resist, so I might as well. Increased evasion, life regen, fire and cold resist. Yeah, that's fine. No complaints. Then the 3-link is also nice, it lets me slap some stuff in there. So Trials of Ascendancy, you gotta do these to unlock your subclass, basically. Ow. They're basically just like little Ninja Warrior courses, they have traps and stuff. And once you clear one, you touch the little tablet at the end, and then you get to... Once you have all 6 of the tablets found in the world, then you get to do your Ascendancy trial, which is basically just like a mini labyrinth that has kind of a difficult boss at the end if you're not ready for him. I think I remember the very first time I did the Ascendancy trials, I was like way under-spec'd. Yeah, free respects are nice. I hope it's not nearly as a pain in the butt as it is in PoE 2. Again, it's not impossible, but it's kind of not new player friendly, which is a little bit of a bummer. For somebody who just wants to experiment and use builds and stuff, like just play around with stuff. You can't really do that. Pirate treasure. It's the elite named Pirate Treasure. Chat, yippee, it's Pirate Treasure. I'm very happy about this information. Of course, now I find unique shoes. Fire quiver. I think there is like a chaos quiver, I just don't remember what it's called. Ding. Drop down our ballisti. Because the chaos damage, like, support gem, we're going to be using that for our toxic rain later on. Don't stick around too long and, like, don't clear every single, you know, corner of an area, especially in the campaign. If you're doing, like, super, you know, juiced up maps, then it's worth it, but for, like, the campaign, generally you want to try and, like, get your business done and get moving. Like, some people more established will not even bother doing, like, these little events, because you just get more by doing them later, but it's kind of nice to show them off, because I'm streaming, you know? Who's Amber Amulet? Oh, that's a strength boost. I keep thinking like the Enfeeble Curse is something that I'm doing, like one of my gear is doing that, but it's just the enemies here. Fire quiver. Could you stop shooting at me from off screen? Oh my god. This dude is being cringe. Probably not helping much, the Enduring Cry.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Nailed Fist. Oh, Silken Vest is an intelligence item. Is that another Atlas boss on top of me here too? Is that Sawbone? No. I think it actually is. No, this is just a regular dude. Because I think we have seen 2 Atlas bosses in the same map before, I'm pretty sure. Wait, that is a Scroll of Wisdom. I want that. Also, another important thing about traversal skills, you can go through, like, doors. Doesn't sound like a lot, but trust me, it is. Orb of Chance. Chance Orb, I think, is just upgrade a white item to a random rarity. You could potentially get uniques out of it, but don't count on it. Go right to the Brutus fight if I can. I think this is it. I have the worst luck when it comes to Diablo maps, like just any kind of Diablo-like. I will always explore like the entire map except the one tiny little corner that has what I actually need. Let's see, I think we're done with the Act 1 version of this tree. Yeah, so let's see, where do we go from here? We go... Okay, we start extending down from here. Thankfully, this build guide does have, like, information on where you start on your tree. Also, Thanamoga's here, too. Why not? Rotted round shield. Not going to be using shields, so bye. God, I keep doing it. Actually, no, we have to go back to where Piety was, right? Yeah. Oh, I'm so slow. It's very funny watching people with, like, endgame builds just teleport behind everybody and just delete them in one shot, but... Everybody gotta start like this. Where are you, Brutus? There you are. Thank you. Hi, yes. Let's do this like Brutus. Shabby jerkin.
What I would do for any wounded animal, Brutus.
Most of the little, like, letters and stuff have nothing important there. It's just for lore. And we're not here for the lore. I love that you can, like, upgrade the strong boxes inside of the maps by using your upgrade items. You can crangle them if you want to. Void manipulation, level that up. I don't remember if we can get Toxic Rain in Act 2. Who's shooting that crap at me? Shooting the void bullets at me. There you are. Ow. Your beam is hurting me a little bit. Your beam is hurting me and you're dropping rocks on me. I'm sorry, Shadow the Val, not Shadow the Void. Goat's horn, skinning knife, I don't want them. Maybe Iron Circle, though. Where are you? Wrath of Frisia. Deal no chaos damage. I don't think I want to use that, actually. Dexterity, maximum energy shield, mana regen, movement speed. Can't be frozen. Yeah. Yep, I'll take that. Also because it has movement speed on it. Plus it gives some dex, which is nice for us. Starting to take some damage, though. I'm gonna start finding some gear with max life. Ungulath. Yeah, I'll pick up the small items that have the chromatic orb recipes. Aww. Rude. Ooh, leather belt. Leather belts always have max life, so you'll see those a lot. Speaking of max life, would have added more of it. It's not great, but... do I want to get rid of the fire and lightning resist, though? Because I have very little resists right now. I might just want to keep that. I might just want to keep the resist for now. The one thing I don't like is, like, the way they changed the layout from just doing, you know, normal Nightmare Hell mode They made it all the one campaign, which is fine, but then they also made it that your resistances get permanently lowered after you get to specific spots in the campaign. And the problem is if you go back, like if you go to earlier acts, your resistances are still lowered by doing that, so kinda stinks. We want finesse, right? Yes. Go down to finesse, go down to dexterity, okay. Like, it's not a huge deal. It's not usually that hard to get your resists up to cap again, but chaos resists are kind of the one problem, because it's all your resists. It's not just the elementals. Ooh, grab a portal scroll. What is this right now? Oh, we have a medium mana flask. Is that a magic one? No, it's just regular. I saw the blue and I thought it was magic. I actually wonder if it'd be feasible to, like, you know, farm my own mage blood or something. Just do the campaign areas over and over again until you get one that drops a mage blood for you. Freezing pulse, oh, that's intelligence. Pretty sure we do not want that. Yeah, we only have 4 blue gems with this build, and it's Flame Dash, Despair, Malevolence, and Efficacy, so... Flame Dash is actually a really nice reversal skill, though. I remember using that a few times. It's like Dash, but I can stock multiple charges of it.
Life and death live side by side. This is a strange land.
Alright, we're still in Act 1. I thought we were in Act 2 for some reason. I should probably go back and get my quest reward, because I don't remember if you get a skill point for that.
God hasn't abandoned.
Merveil. Smoke Mine, Precision, Blink Arrow, Whirling Blades. Do we need Precision? No, none of these are gonna be used, but I might as well get it. Let me also see if there's gems that I can grab here.
Stay sharp out there.
Hello.
Because as you go through the acts in the campaign, you get access to more gems, like this one, Ballista Totem. Do I want that? I do want Ballista Totem. Yeah, let's pick that up. I'm gonna want to level that up. Although I need some red sockets to slap that in. Is there anything else I can grab? Vitality, we're gonna need one of those as well. Though I don't have a transmutation orb. Can I get Flame Dash actually? No, Flame Dash is not available yet. We're gonna want to get Val Haste. I don't know if Haste is an option. No. Just looking at what I have options for right now, I can start leveling them up maybe. Yeah, we want blind support. Oh, I don't have any transmutation orbs. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, they'll pull from your currency stash as well, so if you don't have any, then you just do not have any, period.
Yes?
Sell these. I don't think I'm going to need precision. Alright, you can't socket stuff while you're in a merchant. Sell the bronze scepter. Wow, my inventory is actually mostly empty. Not to be using precision, but just so it's there, you know. Yeah, I need to get a red socket somewhere. I need to start leveling this up so I can slap it on Toxic Rain. I may also run to my town and send out my first shipment. We should have enough resources to do that now.
Oh, good. What do you need?
Technically, you can just send out a single, you know, piece of ore, but I wouldn't. They want orichalcum, but you can still send out goods that they don't want. We don't have access to orichalcum, and I don't think we'll be able to do that for a little bit. Eventually you can do like crafting, like armor crafting and stuff, but for now it's just real basic. Let me actually deposit some money.
I'll add it to our balance.
So yeah, right now our miners aren't doing anything because we don't, like, they've mined all the ore that we tagged. So we'd have to go and find more ore deposits, basically. Eventually we can start, you know, doing crops and stuff, but for now that's all we can do. Let's see. Trials of Ascendancy. Yeah, this takes place in real time, so we just gotta do stuff. I believe it also, like, the timer runs when you're offline as well, so it's not like you have to specifically be in game and AFKing. You can log off and do other stuff. Oh sure, let's do another delirium. Why not? Maybe this one will end. Large cluster jewel. But I love seeing Shabby Jerkin on the floor. I don't know why. Oh, here we go. Here's our first orichalcum output. Never mind. I was like, we probably won't find that anytime soon, and then we found orichalcum. This one, you don't have to kill the little nodes on the ground. It just spawns a bunch of enemies at you. Shabby Jerkin or Jerkin Shabbily? Am I right? Am I right, fellas? Christmas. More gloves, all. Probably going to see a lot of the same uniques because we're still very early in the game. Increased area damage. I'm going to pick these up. I don't know if they're going to be good. I don't know if this build wants cluster jewels. I don't remember if the Fairgraves quest gives me a skill point or not.
One rung closer to the top of the food chain.
Pirate's treasure. Oh, I thought there's like a special chest. Turn away here. I like how you can tell almost immediately, like, whether or not a boss is, you know, original to that map or... Actually, no. Was that an Atlas boss? I don't remember if Atlas bosses always drop uniques. About to put down my ballistas. Path of Exile is too many rarity colors. Path of Exile does not have a lot of rarity colors. Ooh. It's the filter that I'm using that has a lot of rarity colors. Because if I go here and I turn off my filter, where's my filter? Like it's just white, blue, yellow, like brown for uniques, and then like there's a couple of weird outliers here and there, but for the most part, like that's kind of where it lives. It's just with a filter. That's where it adds in the different colors, like the backgrounds and stuff, because it wants to try and prioritize stuff, so you know, hey, this is a good item, but it's not a great item, but we still want to highlight it to you in case you want it. Now, what Path of Exile absolutely has too many of is affixes. Different modifiers for gear. I'm possessed. That means if I die, I'm going to drop better loot. Oh, Scrolls of Wisdom, thank you. medium life. I'm just keeping an eye out for the upgraded flasks. Alright, there's our mining. For the longest time, I thought that the essences could only be used once on an item. Like, once it became rare, you couldn't do it again unless you were, like, bring it back to white. But no, you can just keep using essences. It's fine. You're allowed. Ow. It's a little nicer than dropping a bunch of chaos orbs at the start of a season or something for baby items. Hey, man. Hey, Woad. Woad, dude. You mocking me? Man is mocking. Hala amulet. Another coral amulet. Are these? Oh, you're dropping. Okay. I thought the tentacles were the enemies to attack here. They weren't. 2.8 life. Yeah, these are just the same. Alright, fire damage, lightning damage, energy shield, increased rarity, and... What are you? Increased mana regen, cold resist, minions, Yeah, the mana regen and cold resist are all we're really getting out of that. Oh god. Like somebody absolutely got a promotion or a raise when they came up with the idea of jewels that add smaller skill trees to your skill tree. Yeah, they give me a red socket, but attack speed on full life. Like, the attack speed is kind of nice. The increased rarity of items found, that is extremely whatever. Get our dex as well. Yeah, that's accuracy and evasion. No, you I'm not talking to. You're stinky. That's a stinky man right there. Can't even level up Caustic Arrow. I don't have the stats for it yet. Okay, I can level up Caustic Arrow now. Wow, he's good. I'm pretty sure Caustic Arrow, I just level that up as much as I want, because that's a damage dealer skill. Alright, then from here we want to move... Okay, we start going down this way. So we take Strength, we go up this direction, get Avatar of the Hunt. Increased damage. Oh yeah, that'd be nice. And that's more chaos damage. Die. Alright, now where is the entrance to... Because this is just the cave that loops around and does the mini-boss fight. Yeah, the little blue strip on my health orb, that is energy shield. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really know what was going on in that fight. I just kind of shot towards where all the shit was going on, and it seemed to work. Ooh, these have a green and red slot. Generally, you don't want to like mess around with doing like orbs of fusing or anything like that too early on, because you're gonna find better stuff quickly anyways, and your limited resources at the beginning are gonna be kind of a waste. Orb. Is this where I have to go? Yes. Actually, let me run back to town since I have a waypoint here. Alright, let's see what these guys are. Bramblejack. Big bonus maximum life, less damage from attack hits, deals 10 times any melee physical damage back to attacker. Dexterity, increased rarity of items found. It's half as much move speed, but it does have the slot. And then this is another crag head. Oh, I probably have to give that to him now that I have the... I picked up the All-Flame. I forgot that it takes up space. Let me sell some stuff. But first, Lightning Arrow, Reeve, Rain of Arrows, Toxic Rain, there we go. I guess it's Act 1. I'll sell Bramblejack. Oh yeah, I was going to use my other Quicksilver Flask. Let's trade out my... Right, I can't do that in a shop interface. New league for Path of Exile, just dropped the Rage League. You see how quickly I moved my cursor? Well, like, I just looked at that and I got scared and I moved it away because I didn't want to see all the windows pop up. Okay, let's deposit some currency. I guess I could re-roll this guy as well, because this gives me dex. Wait, can you not? Oh, maybe it's only the higher tier essences that works with. Okay, we can hang on to that still, though. That'll probably still be good. I might want to deal with the lower move speed just to get, like, Ballista Totem starting to go. Because we want... Yeah, we want Ballista Totem with Toxic Rain. But I also want it there, so I don't know. Do I just throw a Chromatic on it? Probably not this early. We need a better hat, actually. Our hat is kind of stinky. Yeah, I'm just gonna sell these. It'll warn you if you try and sell something that already has, like, a socket inside of it. Because, yeah, I think the plan here would be, like, get, probably start with, like, where is it? Caustic Arrow, Void Manipulation, and then Ballista Totem. I think that would be my best bet. It just, I need to have a 3-link item. Really take advantage of it. Alright, let's get our last Quicksilver Flask. We'll slap a little mod on that. I really wish you could do this. I know why you can't, but I wish you could. I always get deer. Please, no deer. Nope. I want more duration, please. Okay, this is great. Increased charge recovery, and the stun chance is kind of whatever, but just getting, you know, better runs. All right, we want to get Toxic Rain as well. Caustic Arrow, goodbye, thank you. You were a real slice, but it's time to trade out. You can sit in my stash and languish forever. How about that? How does that sound? I'll put the cluster jewels in there too. This is linked to the right one, right? Yeah, Toxic Rain, Void Manipulation. Vicious Projectiles actually would also work, but that's an Act 2 item, I believe. That's an Act 2 gem. Might not be as much damage at the start, though. There we go, now we got 3 different stocks of Quicksilvers. Very nice. Alright, I'm not doing my ballisties. The one potential downside to this skill is that it's not instant. Like, it does take a moment for the actual, like, chaos bolts to start popping off. Who is shooting? The one thing I hate is, like, you think you found a safe spot in an area, and then you're like, okay, I'll menu a little bit here, and then nope, you won't, actually. I've decided you will not be menuing today. I was gonna say, is that pirate treasure? It's not pirate treasure. Just the Guardian of Stinky Vault. Do we have the Rapmits already? Yeah, these are Ondor's class. Actually, these have better links at the very least. Because this one's just a single blue, but this guy at least has blue and green linked together. Jorb. Wisdom Scroll. Once we get to higher level enemies, we'll start actually finding new uniques. It's just that based on the enemy level, like they're level 12, so it's not going to generate items that are... Like, items have a base level, and if they are not that base level, then you cannot generate a unique version of that item, for example. What level are we? 16? We're a little bit ahead of the curve. Am I in the right spot? I think we're in the right spot. Oh boy, it's another delirium. I wonder if it's messing up because I'm like changing maps sometimes while the thing is still active. Can that break it? Damage is falling off a little bit, but that's because we are using a fresh skill gem now. We've been using Caustic Stripe up until this point, so it's been probably a little more damage.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Thankfully, our mana usage isn't too bad. At least right now. Oops. Oh my god. Just walk off the screen, there's like 10 billion serpents heading at me. Manipulation, level that up. Okay. I have a second to breathe now. Small cluster jewel, max life. I'm not sure if it's worth picking up cluster jewels this early. I don't know if there's like a level thing going on with those as well. Okay, so from here we want to go strength to... Yeah, we go down over here and then we can start moving to Avatar of the Hunt. Hey, Caustic Ground is my thing, alright? Siren's having a bit of a tough time. Is it still level 1? Okay, no, we got level 2. I'm gonna say, I'd be very surprised if it hasn't leveled up by now. I don't know what pack size in like Diablo 4 is like. But I feel like in general, PoE kind of has like the biggest pack sizes of any ARPG. And PoE 2, from what I understand, is a lot more like reserved in terms of not... I don't know if it's the same when you get to endgame, but at least the base game, from what I hear, it's like not quite as bonkers. Like you have to actually think about moving around a little more and not just teleport everywhere once you get to high level. PoE 2 is still like early access alpha, whatever you want to call it, so I will just wait on that. Because it is going to be free to play, like they've confirmed multiple times. It's not just, you know, a paid game. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. Alright, there you are. Like, I know there's a boss here. I hear you honking when I see your two differently colored anime swords. Definitely wouldn't mind a little bit faster attack speed too, or cast speed, whatever affects how fast I use Toxic Rain. Fine buckler. Chainmail vest. Padded vest. What do you give? 7.7 life, cold resist, and it's not great. Rage cord. I still need to find like a leather belt or something. Longbow. Maybe you'll be better. I'm still just using the stinky bow I started with, so that's also probably not helping. Yeah, honestly, I think I just probably want to start using that. Actually, I don't think Mirage Archer works with Ballista. No. I'll just keep it there to level up, though. Because, yeah, we're at the point now where, you know, 513, 833, it is just straight up better. No, I don't want Iron Staff. I'm gonna say I saw something that wasn't a whalebone rapier. It might be good. Raider Life Flask. Ideally, I find something like the Bleed Cleanse, I think is really good. Oh, you have Bolt Cross too, that's fun. I don't know if that makes her drop more loot, because I'm pretty sure the regular campaign version of Merveil does not have Bolt Cross. Unless they made some real big changes to Path of Exile campaign bosses, I'm pretty sure Merveil never did that. Drop some ballisty. Hey, don't you recover your energy shield? I didn't say you could do that. Scatterstorm, fun. I love how every boss in the game basically is kind of forced to summon a ton of minions, so you can actually recover your flasks if need be. Ooh, sapphire and topaz ring.
Man, that's what did this to you, Mervale.
Let's see what these give me. Strength, physical damage. Yeah, that's not great. Increased lightning damage. The delirium thing is still active. The dude is still getting mad at me. This one's not bad. It might be time to swap out Calm's sign because the life is okay, but we're not really using maximum life. We're not using enduring cry. Plus, this gives me increased cast speed as well. Okay, or Calcamore. Level 18. Yep. That was the one last dude. Okay, we don't want elemental equilibrium. Even though it's a very, very tempting big circle, we don't want to take it. That's bad. Yeah, and that's the thing with a skill tree in PoE is there's a lot of things that look cool when you first see them, but then don't really work with your build or otherwise can potentially hinder your build. The dream is to find, like, a... What level is... item level is Tabula Rasa? I don't think I can drop this early, but I'm kind of curious. PoE Tabula Rasa. Apparently it can just drop anywhere. If you're not familiar with this game, Tabula Rasa is an item that gives you absolutely no defensive stats whatsoever. But it always comes with 6, like, empty color links, like they're omni-colored, so you can put any gem in them. Which makes them very good for new characters, because you can make up the deficiency with your other gear. And you can start off with a 6 linked item, which is bonkers good, especially if you have like other skill gems that you can't get until later in the campaign. It's also like, you know, all class, so it's also really nice. Just anybody that wants to kind of cheese things a little bit, but we're doing our first character here, so we can't get that without buying. I actually wonder what the economy is like in this private league, because, like, the one thing with leagues in PoE is that everybody is in the same one. Like, outside of the few people who go for, you know, hardcore or whatever. Like, this one has, like, 20,000 people, so it's definitely a good amount, but I do wonder, because it is probably lower than the regular game. Physical, lightning damage... 3 to 51. Like, just from raw stats, that is better. We're not getting elemental damage with attack skills because chaos damage doesn't count, so I think this might actually just be better. Reduced amount instant recovery when on low life. I don't think I want that.
For education. Make it fast.
Also, this game has PvP. I don't think I've ever seen anybody play it. You know what? I should go finish this off, so this all flame isn't going to be my inventory forever. That's absolutely going to be my inventory forever if I wait too long. Yeah, these two will sell off.
Hello.
I should have done this before, but I'm a poor planner. Alright, let's go do... We'll finish this off because I want to just get rid of that from my inventory. Unfortunately, I think you can... Like, you can deposit them, I want to say, but... I'd rather just get rid of it. I'm not going to bother with the mining thing. As you gain like more levels and stuff, the experience you gain from enemies starts dropping down. So usually not worth palling around like weaker maps, weaker areas, unless you absolutely have to, like if you're just really hurting for gear. Right, where's this guy? Sorry, whenever you see me do like a weird attack out of nowhere, that's me just clicking windows around. Okay, where are you? I feel like most times I found him, he's like in the top left area in the map around there, but here he's not. There you are.
Understand that as a gentleman of honor,
Gentleman of honor.
to do this. Hard times call for hard.
Doesn't really pain him to do this, though. Oh, large life flask. I don't know if I could drop this early. Alright, come on. Come out here so I can kick your ass. Come out here so I can delete you instantly. Alright, there we go.
Good man in a bad situation, Fairgraves.
I don't think you get a skill point for this one. Oh, no, you do. No reason I should have done that earlier then. Okay, we build over the right side of this little loop here. I also want to see what my bow mastery capstone is here. Okay, we want 20% AoE. So they added this. I don't remember if these were in originally, but they added like capstone masteries. So once you get a notable, like you get the big skill, then it lets you pick a bonus if you want to. You have to spend a point to get it, but you can. So this one we want the big AoE. We want bigger toxic rains. Bigger. 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 Whoa, cool lions. Alright, so here we got to split because we have to do the bandit quest, which is pretty important. We will be killing all the bandits for this build. You get different rewards based on whether you help a specific bandit or if you just kill them all. Also, Einhard's here, you know. Here's another league. You get, like, champion monsters on a map, and when you kill them, he captures them instead of just, you know, them dying and dropping loot. And then he brings them to a little arena, which you can do, like, fights against the beasts to make guaranteed items. Like, you can get a guaranteed currency drops and stuff.
Do not worry, little beast. We are friends now.
We're not friends. We're absolutely not friends. Einhard would go to Einhard business. No, this isn't even the beast. I guess I already captured it. Level up. Pop that in real quick. Bam. Act 2 has a lot of ground to cover, so I wouldn't, like, stop and do everything. Oh, I've been frozen. I'll stop for a yellow strongbox, though. Physical cold damage. Nah, not great. Sometimes, like, they'll usually have more. I just have my filter enabled, so it's not going to show me, like, you know, I don't want a white sword with 2 unlinked sockets, you know? It doesn't even bother showing you those, because it is not even worth your time to consider it. We have to do... oh god. We have to do the bandit mission, so we got to go to a couple different places here in Act 2. Hello? Oh. I see. We're doing purple now. More league mechanics. I'm assuming this is a league mechanic because I don't remember. Did I play this league? I don't remember if I played this league. What is it, just spawn a bunch of dudes and then they go away? Okay. Interesting. Parga. You better not be poaching my homie Einhar's goodies. Those are his beasts. Actually, let's grab the waypoint so we can come back here later. As long as you keep moving at a decent pace, you won't spend too much time leveling up, but if you spend a lot of time just like killing everything, then yeah, you'll slow down. Yeah, we want to go to the wetlands because this is where we fight one of the bandits. We're going to kill all the bandits because I believe that gives you a skill point, I want to say.
This land and I are coming to an understanding.
But yeah, don't stop and fight every single pack. There we go. I'm going to fight Oak. More like Joke. And we just put these down for no good reason. I just want to drop some ballista before I talk to you, as, you know, as is tradition here in Rayclast.
Do some good for once in your sorry life, bandit. Feed the worms.
We didn't even attempt to find out what he was all about. We just fucking iced him. Crabs! Many. The red ones are like the big apex predator for the Einhar stuff. He's got a friend too. This crab came with a homie. You do that. Spiked crab of electricity. I love that there's a lot of Diablo-likes that have crabs in them now. We're not going to go to the Mirachi just yet. I'm going to get Avatar of the Hunt. Alright, so increase of damage over time with bow skills. That'll start helping us out a lot. Then we'll also get the mastery to make the AoE bigger on that. Yeah, why not? Why not get a little cheeky little lockbox? Why not? I'm worth it. Ow, ow. Ow, jeez. Okay. My dude has one move. I'm pretty sure he actually has the exact same moveset as Oak, which is kind of funny. There we go. Lapis Amulet and an Iron Ring. I don't think we found either of these before, actually. Yeah, because we have the Coral Amulet. Adds chaos damage to attacks. That could be nice. Life regen is alright. Grants level 10 purity of elements, plus 70 to all attributes. Bonus max life, bonus all elemental resists. That could be good. What is purity of elements? That's probably worth keeping. An aura skill though, so we reserve our mana, but we're not using a ton of it. Yeah, everything undergoes carcinization eventually. Precision I'm not going to worry about, because we're not going for the raw damage from it. We're going for the we're going for the damage over time from the chaos, so Crits are not going to do much. Do I want to change this ring? The problem is the chaos damage to attacks doesn't actually affect damage over time, I believe. Let me actually see. If I trade that out, does that go from 22 to 58 to something else? It actually does. Actually, that's a pretty significant damage boost, so I think I will use that. I thought it didn't affect that. Maybe it does. Life regen is nice, too. The flea is whatever. Alright, we want increased area. Let me just confirm. Yeah, increased AoE while wielding a bow. Now we have bigger toxic rains. It's hard to tell, but we have bigger toxic rains, trust me. Grab. Not sure where to go from here, so we have to go the west exit. We gotta find the little thing to clear that out. Perhaps they can be opened at a later time, you think? You think they would put an entrance there and just be like, nah, you can't go in it though. We got a dude. I will miss the extra mana regen from killing enemies, but that's fine. Shark Tooth Arrow Quiver, that's a different one. That's cold damage, increased attack speed, 10% increased AoE. Yeah, just for the stats alone, increased attack speed, increased AoE, I think that's better. Still waiting on that tabula rasa, though. Or actually, do I need... Oh no, this isn't where I need to go. This is done. Okay, cool, our ship is back. I'll grab this orichalcum ore and then we'll go get our shipping trade done. I'm out. How do we do?
It's local.
No. Oh my god, I didn't realize your first shipment could have bad stuff happen. So yeah, bad stuff happens sometimes. They'll take part of your rewards, or sometimes it just doesn't even work. Like somebody will hold the shipment hostage, you have to fight them. What do we got? Increased rarity. Decent max life. Reslot. Actually, these are all linked together too. That might be worth using. 14 life regen. I think I would probably want to do this. I'll trade out volley and slap on the ballista totem for that one. Yeah, I think I want to use this. Increased armor, energy shield, max life. That's whatever. This is also a 3-link. 2 reds and 1 green. Not really a situation I need for my build, though. Like, this isn't a great chest by any means, but it does have the multi-green links that I need. Yeah, I never need more than 1 blue link on a single item here, so I'll just discard the rest. Well, that's great that my first shipment got jacked. Alright, so we want to do Toxic Rain. And then Volley probably isn't that important because it's got a decently big AoE now. Also gives me some cold resist, which is nice. What are we looking at now? Yeah, we're capped lightning, which is great. Fire and cold should be totally fine for Act 2. You don't need a ton.
We can now invest in naval protection.
Oh, can we? That would be great. That would have been great for you to tell me before my shipment failed.
That will do nicely.
Trade out. Oh no, we can't do the mining stuff yet. We have to upgrade. I believe, yeah, Orichalcum has to be tier 2, so you also get other bonuses like they mine stuff faster, so it doesn't cost as much, it doesn't take as much time. So I will put you...
The choice is made.
Oh god. The one thing I don't like about this interface is that the, like, close all, like the close button takes you all the way out of the interface instead of just closing one. I should probably get some more hires done here.
Couldn't have chosen better myself.
Just get them all. What upgrades can we do here? Establish farming, smelting, and runesmithing. I wonder how long it would take if I were to wait in town, because I've already mined one. It says all work is going to be done in 23 minutes, but I don't think I want to wait here for 23 minutes. Let's just move on. I want to sell my crap here too. Oh, hoy hoy. Yeah, that can go. Yeah, we want to keep the tier of purity as well. Cool. You can also use movement speed, like movement skills here, which is really nice. Most towns you can't. You can't drink your fast potion, you can't do any of that, it's just... You have to move slowly for some reason, I don't know why. What is this? Oh, this is the one that makes everything purple. Purple. Am I missing something with this? It just makes a bunch of purple dudes. What if it was purple? This is where I want to go. We don't want to go to the wetland. No, we've been there already. We don't go there. We gotta go kill the other bandits. This guy keeps splitting, that's why. Beast poachers can just do that, apparently. I do like the Orichalcum one, because you get, like, a buff that gives you lightning strikes, basically, around you, so you can just kind of run for a bit and it'll handle everything. Ding. I did put this on toxic. Yeah, I did. Important skills have +2 to maximum number of summoned ballista totems. Wait. Oh, I see. That's why it felt a little off, because it felt like it was taking a minute to arm, but I didn't realize, like, I thought it would just shoot, like, I would shoot the arrows and then it would summon little totems as well, but it just replaces it with a ballista entirely, so it takes some getting used to, but it is nice, because that means I don't have to worry about aiming it anymore. I just drop all the totems I want, and that would be what, yeah, I can do maximum 3, so... It's confusing because they call it a totem, but it's just generally what they call stuff that stays still and does things. Not necessarily a totem. Alright. There's Alira. Go kill her. Actually, can I do... If I do this... Okay, no, it does replace those.
I'm scared.
Kill. It is nice I don't have to worry about aiming as much anymore. I just let the totems do their job. Alright, I can't do double totems though.
I hate to pluck a pretty flower, even a poisonous one like you.
And then, yeah, we gotta go all the other way to fight Kraden. That's Groost.
I have seen.
Can't see why I'd want to do that here.
Alright, that's just fire damage. We don't want to go to the den, I believe.
I'm not up to that just yet.
What if we did a little tower defense for fun? It's always room for Pud. I gotta start thinking about getting my auras and stuff going too. Oh, this one has 4. Looks like they both kind of come here though, so I'll do like a freeze and a fireball here. Here I'll probably do a fireball. Alright, I have to remember not to spam Toxic Rain though, because since I can only have 3 totems at a time, I can only have 3 ballistas. Unless I want to reposition them. Or if I need to recover ones that either fell or ran out of time. Oh no, they're getting through.
Let them reach the purification pump.
I can't help it, I'm still spamming the attack skill. I want to get like a curse and see if I can get like reduced chaos resistance to enemies or something. They don't damage the central tower until they get to it as well. It's not like the archers will shoot it early. Where are you going? Where are you going? Your Pat? Sure, man. Oh hey, it's Nightmare Manifest. Pretty sure this is an Atlas boss. I'm almost positive this guy's not supposed to spawn in the zone. You do be spinning. Yeah, I'll take every amulet in the game, please. Opposite bow, actually. What is that? Sepia oil. I've never really messed around with the anointment stuff, so I couldn't tell you what that does. Oh, yeah, I got a skill point. Alright, so we got our big AoE from here. We want to move to... We want to go down here to Graceful Assault. I'm so glad people make build guides for this game. Oh right, I don't have to recast every time. It's gonna take some learning. I'm so used to just attacking directly with a skill and having it resolve from my character and not a little guy that shoots for me, you know? Waypoints. I do wonder how the targeting works. What is... Why do we have a schism? What's going on? Is that just like once you hit enough dudes, it just starts the encounter? Like you can't try and get every single person on the map? Is that how that works? I want this guy's goodie. I don't know what it is, but I want it. Oh, maybe it doesn't actually... I thought it was a time thing. I guess it is just once you kill enough dudes. Like, once you tag enough of them, that's when it starts, but... I guess, yeah, it would kind of suck if you had a build that required you to not move a lot. Alright. Yeah, my little turrets are popping off once they start to get, they focus down a single dude. What is this? 16 to 46. This one does have more physical damage, but lightning resist. I'll just keep this one. I like how they kept the rules for lightning damage from like Diablo, where it has like a huge potential range of damage and it can roll really, really high or really, really low. Superior Summon Raging Spirit. Do I want one of those? No. But Andy, it's super. It sure is. I could spend this essence on this bow here and see if I get anything nice. This one gives what? Oh, that's cold damage penetration. That's not actually that useful. Tiered Offering. Definitely do not want that. This where I gotta go? Broken Bridge. Okay, we're in the right spot. Pay attention to your map because sometimes it'll show you... Is that... Huh, interesting. I'm gonna say, is that Izaro? But no, that's just the goddess herself. Found a couple of these guys already. Bye. I'm just gonna float away. Farewell. How does chaos, or does Toxic Rain replace physical damage with chaos? Okay, it does convert physical damage to chaos, so I might actually get even more out of this one then. I trade these out, because Dash doesn't do anything, it's not like a damage gem. So we go from 50.5 to 81.6, yeah. That's better. That's numbers. That's concrete, baby. Is this where I have to go? Because I think just like on its own, like my old version of the skill that didn't have the ballista attached to it did more damage. But then I also have to, you know, stop attacking every few seconds to recast it, whereas here it's just like I drop the ballista and they're active for 8 seconds. Okay, now. Explode, huh? Boom, 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 boom. Oh, that wasn't even the box drop. Oh, no. There's like one... Oh, it's you. You can't open these chests until you kill every enemy that spawns. We're starting to hit the point now where we're not getting a billion, you know, we're not going to identify every unique we find. Because a lot of them are just going to be dupes anyways. What are we doing on experience? Level 16, level 2. Yeah, we're starting to get a little over leveled again. Oh, hey. I will kill bosses though, because I want their uniques. I want a mage blood. I want my tabula rasa, damn it. I want to get my 6th link at level 20 and not have to buy it off of a trade website. Always trying his best. Iron hat. Identify this hat for me. Armor, maximum life, AoE, unwavering stance. That could be worth trying. Oh yeah, it's actually way better because I forgot we still have the white hat. I might hang. Oh, no, actually, it's a leather cap. It's gonna be stinky. Now, what is unyielding stance or whatever it's called? Unwavering stance. A skill? Or if I hold, I wonder if I hold down a button, so I think you can see the rolls on it. Cannot evade enemy attacks, but cannot be stunned. Don't know that I want to keep that, but for now I think I'll just use it, just because it does have increased AoE and a nice chunk of life. Hey, bud. What's going on? Delete, 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 delete. Oh yeah, we're getting big explosions now. The one downside I can see with this build is that if, like, there's a bunch of dudes spread out all over, and the ballista decide they want to shoot at the guys, you know, across the map rather than at the dude right in front of you bashing your face in. That could be a little tricky. Alright. I will take my passive skill point and my free triangle. And then from here we want to grab... Yeah, we go down here and then go down the Graceful Assault. I really wish you could do, like, highlight the path you want to take. So, like, let's say you right-click on a node, it'll highlight it in white or something. Just so that way I don't have to constantly, like, tab back and forth to my build guide here. Alright, so we have to go... Gotta go here. This we gotta do other quests to access, I believe, and then here we gotta go... It's actually a required quest. I don't know if that quest is actually required or not. I love these dudes that just walk up and explode. Not even zombies, just like very well indoctrinated. I need to unbind this because I keep accidentally using Shrapnel Ballista. And it goes into my cap. Runs up against my cap of Ballisti. Pop, pop. Blackguards! There we go. Okay, let's just go back after. Alright. We're going to optimize our time usage here because we don't want to walk all the way back. Alright, that is optional. This one is not. I want to go north. Alright, this is the summon stone. I wonder if there's anybody out there that played Path of Exile as their first ARPG. Just like no knowledge of how, you know, stats in general stack together. Oh, I can't do it. And especially PoE where, you know, this is the passive tree. I gotta go back and see if I can get
Luxury
a flame dash, because regular dash is fine, but it only has the single charge. Flame dash gets you multiple. You get to have multiple zoomies. Oh, I'm so slow. I'm not using my Quicksilver flasks. Whenever a Quicksilver flask has charges, everybody should be asking, why aren't you using your Quicksilver flasks? Muttering. What is Muttering Essence of Hatred again? That's Sorrow. Okay, this is the one that adds Cold Resist. I was wondering, I remember like seeing that it's chaos damage and thinking like, how's this gonna work though? Because chaos damage is not super common early game, like any kind of chaos damage mod. You were the follow. Then I remembered, oh right, it converts physical damage to chaos. Oh, we're still falling behind on levels though. No. Or Calcum. Pay attention to make sure it says, you know, Orichalcum or marked, otherwise you won't actually get it. If you kill all but one enemy in, like, a mining encounter, it doesn't count. I'll get another Trial of Ascendancy, too. I think for the first one you need 6 of them, right? You need to do the 6 mini-trials. And then once you actually get, like, into the Merciless and Hell, whatever, Hell Nightmare, that's when you only need 3 each. Then there's Uber Lab, which, you know, we're not touching that for a while. Orb of Alchemy, Velvet Slippers! Wow! Wait, why are there just... Why are there a bunch of support gems just sitting around here? Has this always been a thing? Do I need any of these support gems? I do need Life Tap, actually. I need 2 Life Taps, actually. One for Toxic Rain and one for Immortal Call. Flamewood, we don't need that. Incinerate, we don't need that. Infernal Legion, don't need. Arcane Cloak, don't need. And then Flamewood times 2. Weird. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Alright, Trial of Ascendancy. This one is Buzzsaws. Wait. Oh, I guess that just stops them if you want to play with the order. Oh, yeah, because I guess you'd be forced to take damage here if you didn't have a traversal skill. There's no real reason not to be using a traversal skill here. You want a traversal skill, you want to go faster through the game. Alright.
There is a fine line between consideration and hesitation. The former is wisdom, the latter is fear.
Also, I like how we're getting all these evasion things, and yet we have the helmet that stops us from evading, but it should be fine. Early on we'll be fine. A random unique that isn't necessarily synced to our stuff isn't going to kill us completely. Just later in the game, yeah, you don't want to be slapping on random uniques. I do wonder how the targeting works. Like, I wonder if they try and prioritize hitting the strongest enemy in a group, or if they just try and hit as many targets as possible, you know? Oh. What is going on with that? Oh. It's Zoff. Ow. He's causing problems for me. What's my fire resist at? 58. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, 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 Zoff. What does Carved want again? We found a brain. Gold rim. Actually. 30% all resist is not too bad. I could just slap this in here to keep leveling it up, and I think I want to swap those out. That should cap all my resist. Yeah, we're at cap now. Hell yeah. Don't know that I'm going to keep using it for a super long time, but it's nice to have. Got every ding at the same time. Oh yeah, we got some rings too. I want to identify those. Carved wand is ash color. This is actually a decent little ring. Max life, a little bit of cold resist. The thing that confuses me a lot about this game is that the tiering is inverted to the way it works in Last Epoch. In this game, the higher tiers are the worst one, like the closer to 1 the tier is. So like this one's a tier 11 energy shield, for example, which means it's bad. But then in Last Epoch, the higher the tier is, the better it is. Another single path run, huh? I honestly have no idea what is good for these little segments here. I just put down towers and hope they work.
Light is trying to spread.
Is it? No, it's also just spawning here too.
It's branching exile.
Yeah, sure, I'll improve in fact on this. The nice thing is that it's all like coming to this choke point here, so. Any other options? Stun, empowering. I'll drop some minions, why not? So they're all just coming through here, so we just post up and win. I'm having trouble getting around this wall. Stink Scrabbler. There we go. Orbs. Power ring. It also just drops a bunch of stuff from the cyst itself. Actually, a serrated arrow quiver, now that I think about it. Could be nice, because I forgot that it scaled off of physical damage for chaos. Or at least for that skill. What is this? Increased spell damage, reduced cast speed. Nah, I don't think we want that. Wait, what's this gold amulet? The Ignomon. Nearby enemies are blinded. Adds fire damage to attacks, accuracy and evasion, a little bit of fire resist. I don't know how useful that is compared to this guy, which is giving me all the resists. If I turn off Purity of Elements, actually, what's my resist at? Not quite at cap. Might be time to start selling off some of these things. "14 strength, that's not great. It's not terrible, but it's not great for us. Spell, increase lightning damage. Nah. Gotta make another run to town pretty soon.
That thing! It slaughtered everyone! Help me!
Yeah. Actually, can these be targeted? Now it says they have life, so I guess they can get attacked, but I do wonder if that's going to be a problem with this build if I don't get enough, like, totem life or something.
Piety was...
Okay. So yeah, we gotta go back to town for now, because I don't think there's anything back here for me to do. I'm pretty sure this is... I think you do this in a later act. I want to say you come back here and there's a new path. I am Groot. Herald of Agony. All the heralds are here. Lightning damage, cold damage, poison damage. It's confusing because Toxic Rain, it does not count as poison damage. Frenzy, Arctic Armor, Blood Rage, Ensnaring Arrow. Do I want any of these? I think Blood Rage I get... I want to use that. This isn't an aura, this is just like a buff, and it doesn't require any other slots, which is nice. I can just slap that in wherever I have a free gem. Alright, cool, that'll help, because then I can get Blood Rage. Yippee. So an enemy while the buff is active refreshes buff duration and can grant a frenzy charge. Oh, but then you take damage as... Okay, you take part of your life every second as damage, though, so you gotta be careful.
I gave the piety led us.
Yeah.
I have story.
I have story.
Hello.
I have 12th matchstick. Yeah, I'm just gonna sell. I'm gonna start clearing out inventory. Bing. Oops. I'm gonna start leveling up Life Tap at least. Life Tap is just for healing. I guess it also does increase damage. I thought it was just for healing. Okay, never mind. Ignore me. I forgot the amulet. Honestly, I might just throw these in here for now, because the oils are not common enough, and I'm not really using them. I'm gonna find a better belt. Alright, we gotta go fight a spider. Spider-Man. Right, these exploding dudes are back. Hell yeah. I want to say once you get, like, around 10 levels above the area, so, like, here they're level 17 and I'm 23. Like, that's when you kind of hit the point of which you are technically gaining experience, but it's so slow that you're better off just going anywhere higher, if possible.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Yeah. Oh, this is too far. Wait, it is... Sometimes it's confusing where, like, the indicators on the map are. Like, go to a new zone. They don't always necessarily correspond to where they are on the map proper. I think usually it is, but I could be wrong. Also, I believe they changed this quest so you can go back and change your mind if you want to. You basically have to redo the entire thing. behind you? No. In that little nook? No. I'm pretty sure it used to be like kind of the like the one-time choice thing. So if you fucked that up, your character wasn't bricked, but it really sucked because it was a bonus you couldn't get back. Like you couldn't change your mind. I'm pretty sure this just leads back to the... Yeah, that's the riverways. We don't have to go there. We have to go somewhere else. Is it on the north side of the map now? Would they do that to me? Go on the internet and tell me a lie. Half the time when I drop down sentries, it's not to, you know, actually kill enemies. It's just to get more charges for my Quicksilver. Those are the ones... No, we found those already. What's Pata Jacket again? That's a Dex and Intelligence. Let's see what that gives me. Not great. Not very good. Yeah, weird, it's on the top side. The other nice thing with the Flame Dash traversal skill as opposed to the one that I'm using right now is that it gives a little bit of damage on it. I don't believe Dash does any damage, it's just for go fast a little bit, and that's it. I don't know if I found unique iron gauntlets yet. Loctonial Caress. Increased attack speed, cast speed, maximum mana. Cast again a Power Frenzy or Endurance charge on kill, and then Conduit. Oh, I see. It shares those charges with any party members you have. That's kind of neat, I guess, but I don't know. Again, most uniques in this game are like hyper specialized for specific purposes, so we're at the point now where we're getting enough good yellow drops that I don't just want to slap on whatever I find anymore. Ding. Another dead end. Pinky dead end. It's so weird seeing gold on the ground in this game, man. You know that thing that Path of Exile has not done for like a decade? We finally did. We finally did gold drops. Man, I'm just getting all the worst possible guesses here. Wait, there's a dude here? There's apparently a dude here. Okay, well. What are these boots? Dexterity, evasion rating, cold resist, movement speed, increased damage taken while on full energy shield, but then ooh. Blood Rage. Volley. I don't think I need Volley in my build. No, we can pretty safely get rid of Volley. Blood Rage I will want, but I haven't actually been using it. Yeah, we're not using that. Because I want that movement speed. It's also just pretty much better because I get more dexterity. I get some cold resist. I get 40% movement speed when I'm on full energy shield. It's just the first hit I take when I have full energy shield, if it's, you know, gonna come close to one-shotting me, it might just one-shot me, but I think it's worth it for 40% movement speed. This is without flasks. And this is with flasks. You get to zoom. Especially this early on when I can't just be spamming movement skills everywhere. It's quite nice. Not gonna lie though, it's gonna be hard to get rid of these boots. Like, the movement speed is fantastic, it's just the actual stats are kinda mediocre. Anyways, time for me to run in a circle and let my turrets kill the boss. Not quite a minion build. I don't believe they actually count as minions, the ballista. Totems are specifically like stationary minions, but they don't count for minion tag skills. Alright, let me try Blood Rage. It is funny, most of my damage during that encounter is coming from the Blood Rage drain, though. And nothing great. Alright, so we have to go to... Actually, I have to go to Lion Eye's Watch, apparently. Plus, now that we have taken off the helmet that doesn't let us dodge anymore, we can actually dodge stuff now. One reward, please. Yeah, poem, that's great, whatever, but give me that book. There we go. Graceful Assault. 10% chance to gain Onslaught for 4 seconds on kill. Increased armor and evasion rating during Onslaught. Grants increased attack, cast, and movement speed. Also just makes Onslaught stronger, so... not too bad. Any way to go faster is always welcome.
Can't see why I'd want to do that here.
We need vicious projectiles as well, because that's, yeah, more chaos damage over time. Trinity we don't need, close combat we don't need, elemental damage with attacks we don't need. Yeah, let's grab our vicious projectiles. Start leveling that up. And the question is, where can I slip this in? Because this is our attack equipment, so we can't get rid of that. Mirage Archer... It is used for the ensnaring arrow combo, but Shrapnel Ballista, that can go, because we're not using that anymore. We can safely get rid of that.
Yes.
It feels bad to sell gems that you have levels in, but... eh. 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 I can't imagine there's a ton of demand on the market for a level 6, a level 6, what's it called, precision gem, or whatever it was that I sold. Alright, we're gonna go to the wetlands. Wetlands. Oh, hey. A spooky ghost. I actually wonder if Void Manipulation or Vicious Projectiles would be stronger. That's 23% more chaos damage, and this guy is more chaos damage over time. See, now we have to start thinking about how it interacts with these things, so... I guess I could try just swapping out the gems and seeing what happens. Vicious projectiles, that is 96.2. Void manipulation is 83.4, so I actually get more damage. So we can put that in the other thing there and level that up. This one does have a penalty for projectile attack speed, but I don't think that really matters too much, because it's not like a traveling projectile, it just comes down from the sky. And also my turrets do it for me, so I didn't have to worry about that. My accountant handles that. I probably should get like a skill to do while I'm waiting for my turrets to do stuff, though. Maybe I could... Maybe I want to slap back on Caustic Arrow, because I didn't sell that. Oh, we're schisming, we're schisming. Still not quite enough. I need to awaken more dudes. Oh, we've gone too far. Are you still? No, he's awake. He's awake. He's been tagged. I feel like having this spawn right in the corner maybe made it so I couldn't fight as many dudes. Which is pretty funny. There we go. Took a second. Again, that's one of the cool things, like, it incorporates all the mechanics into the campaign itself. It doesn't just, you know, drop you in a random arena. Which is nice, because then you have the option to kind of evaluate if you want to do it, or if you just decide, nah, I don't want to. What is a fine incubator? Adds an incubated currency item to an equipped item. Oh shit, is this like, do we have PSO unsealing in Path of Exile now? Item drops after killing 1,066 monsters. I guess let's incubate. Let's cook us some currency eggs. It's pretty funny. Find my way to actually get out of here, though, because I've been spending too long on this temple floor. Not taking advantage of my nice new boots. We're getting a little closer with the level disparity, at least in this area, though. Level 20, I'm level 24. But we could probably push forward a little bit. Yeah, when they all converge on an enemy, it does a lot. Oh. That feels like a map boss. Ow. Oh, oh. I'll try turning on Blood Rage, actually, see if that lets me out heal that. Ah! Loud currency drop. I got the amulet. Plate vests. I don't think I've found this one yet. And then buckler, wand, I'm not going to bother with those. Railjack. Oh no, I did find this already. Get out of here. What are you? Shaper's Seed. The Shaper... strength, intelligence, mana regen, life regen, and... yeah, just really strong life and mana regen. Then I lose my resistances with this. I think I probably want to keep those. Because I do have Blood Rage, which should increase like life leech and all that. Nope, that is not the way. Oh god, there's a single tiny little passage here in the corner. Every time, I already said this. There's a single tiny bit in a corner that is progression that I always miss. What is this? Oh, we can crangle something, hell yeah. What do we crangle? I'm crangling my boots. I can't crangle my boots while I have them on. It's been crangled. I got a Chivo. Oh, I got a white socket on it. Is that valuable? Probably not. Not a 1 slot. It is technically better because now it'll accept anything, whereas before it was just the 1 blue socket. Is that a boss? That sounds like a boss. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the what's-her-name boss. I don't remember her name. She shoots all the books at you. Etched greatsword. Iron staff. Skinning knife. It's all melee. It's stinky melee stuff. And then what mastery do I want here? Do I want a mastery? No. Or is it just this is where it stops in the tree and then I gotta go to the next one? No, apparently we skip out on the mastery here. We want graceful assault, but we do not want any of these. So now we gotta start moving over to... Wait. Blink arrow and mirror arrow have 100% increased cooldown recovery rate. But those aren't in the build. I feel like I'm missing something here. Alright, so we have to go this way now. Yeah, apparently we... Blink arrow mirror? Yeah, none of those are in the build, apparently. Maybe a piece of gear gives it to you? I don't know. I might pass on this for now, then, and wait until I see what's going on. I'm not entirely sure I see what they were cooking. Orbs.
This shouldn't be happening. Not in the...
I do like how when you unseal it, the entire stinkiness covers the map, even. It's not just like, oh yeah, it makes this map look stinky. No, it makes the entire actual, like, world look stinky a little bit. What is this? Who are you? Ensconced ritual altar. Sure, man. Why not? Let me just clear this area out first. Monsters gain extra energy shield based on life. Altar restores monster energy shield. Alright, I guess you just touch it and we're ritualing. We just fucking do it. $136 tribute remaining. Oh, I see. You can pay tribute to get, and there's more rituals, so you get more. Okay. I think I get it. $96.2 deeps. We're going up. Meanwhile, people are laughing at me with their, 10 million damage builds. Well, 96.2, that's great. For a clown to wear the circus. Idiot. Yes. Give me all the wisdom scrolls. Nom 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 nom. Up to grand flasks now. Increased amount recovered, but reduced recovery rate. Yeah, it's still better, I think. Even with the reduced recovery rate, you still get more. This would never work later on, just standing still in front of a, an elite while it tries to kick your ass. But for now, at least, we're good. these guys. Let me do the ritual, please. Can I please do the ritual? Blood Rage does not appear to be giving me health back. I thought it was supposed to give me health back. Attack physical damage, leech to his life. I guess I'm just not doing enough damage to really get a lot out of it just right now. Reckon not. I'm gonna see what the last ritual is before I probably just pick up some currencies, but this time they should have at least more areas to spawn in, so it won't take as long to get them all awoken. I do wish there was like an indicator, you know, around you that showed how many ballista you had active, like how many of your totems were currently turned on. Triangle pilled. Oh. Man is shooting a lot of beams at me. We need elemental proliferation. I do not. What's turquoise? Dexterity and intelligence. Strapped boots. Wow, it's strapped boots. Everybody's favorite. I'm going so fast, I'm just trying to jitter through enemies now. I know I'm not intangible. I don't care. Where's that last ritual? Where's that damn 4th Chaos Emerald? There we go. Oh, bismuth is just all resists. Sorry, bismuth, it is not go fast juice, so I'm not drinking it. I refuse. I don't have multiple traps. Do I need that? No, that does. I was wondering if the ballista counted as a trap. It does not. Leech is only direct hits. Okay. That makes sense, because yeah, most of the damage comes from dot. Probably comes from, like, ensnaring arrow or something. Alright, what do we got? Can't afford a Chaos Orb. Yeah, this is the item that I was thinking of that removes the death penalty a single time. For losing experience. I found like 3 of these things already. I'll just take an augmentation orb. I didn't realize you could actually apply the filter to these two. That's kind of nice. -1. Oh, I see. -1 to level of socketed support gems, but then you get +1 level of socketed skill gems. What? Hello? Oh. We did want Farsight, right? Okay, we do. Good. I started clicking on stuff not realizing this is the right one, right? Because the website version of Path of Building doesn't show you the icons for the skill tree, it's only the, like, the client. Actually, I wonder if I get to keep my favor between encounters, or if it's just a one-time thing. Oh, beams. Oh, beams! 3% chance to suppress spell damage. What is suppress? Okay. It's kind of like blocking for magic almost. Yeah. Go do the other ones. Get a new hideout. Explodes. Probably actually thinking about it, the shark tooth arrow quiver isn't that great. Because it's per enemy hit by attacks, so... Does that ignore walls? It ignores walls mostly. But I can just dash through and we'll be fine. Ants orbs. I don't think you carry a tribute over between areas, unfortunately. Let's get a new hideout. In this game you get hideouts, which are kind of like your own personal customizable zone. And you do these little bits during the campaign, you can unlock basically different skins for your hideout. It's really cool though, I appreciate that they have the option to do that, so like, if you like the way like a specific layout is, maybe you don't like having your map device close to, I don't know, a certain NPC or something. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, or you can have specific NPCs closer to your stash if you want to do that. There we go. You just have to kill all the monsters in it. It's not like a quest or anything, it's just you get that hideout unlocked if you do that. You don't have to, you can always have a hideout, but it's nice for the option. I remember they actually added like a lot of customization to it since the last time I played. Huh. We don't want, yeah, we want greater multiple projectiles, not lesser.
I give you to the earth.
Oh, Oak is back, hell yeah. Happy for him. Oak is dead, happy for him. I wonder how many whalebone rapiers we found now. Short bow could be nice. 62% increased physical damage. And 16 to 30 cold damage. No, this is probably better. Because we don't really need attack speed. Like, the extra speed for this guy, I know it'll probably be useful later, but... right now, I think this is the better choice. Increased charge recovery, chill and free. Actually, this is the same one that I have here. Yeah. It's the same one that I have, except it is explicitly better because it has better charge recovery. Curses on use. It's not terrible. This I already found. This was kind of stinky, if I remember correctly. Let's see what these jewelries are. I wonder how viable it is to do like a a full item find build in this game. Or magic find. One sec. Need to put in some skill points while I'm getting beamed here. That spider's on fire. Hybrid Cloud. Oh right, this is the one that heals both HP and mana. Okay, we could get a Val Orb. Oh, I see. There's different kinds of omens. Okay. Yeah. Any of these good? They're there, I guess. Probably just get me the 2 Elks. By augmentation, chance, whatever. Oh. I'm not gonna do that. Again, the one downside of all the stuff happening is you have a lot. Oh, I didn't even go the right way. I thought I had to go to Dread Ticket. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Fine, I guess I'll do this. The one downside to all the League mechanics getting added into the base game is that then if you choose to do them all, then you have a lot more stuff to worry about. Like, it's cool that these are here, but just, you have to resist the urge to do every single one. Getting a lot of easy. I wonder if they made these easier as well. I'm pretty sure the first time I ever got one of these, like, little tower defense things, I didn't even clear it. Like, I don't think I got any of the rewards. Nothing. Alright. I think I'll call it there, though, because we've been going about... Oh, jeez, it's almost been 4 hours, actually. I got that ARPG bug. I just wanted to play some Path of Exile. I do like the new mechanics. They're cool. It's just... Again, it's a very overwhelming game, so you gotta be prepared to deal with that if you want to play. I should probably actually hop off, because I gotta take care of some stuff soon. But yeah, have a good one, folks. I'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy.